Patiently waiting. 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 Waiting to see if anybody hears me. Hendrix out here just ruining the whole silhouette. Hendrix, are you gonna pick where you're gonna go to the bathroom or what? Thank you. Hello, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Am I seen? Hi, Ark. Hi, HG. Hi, Fluffy Paws. Is that Athena? No, that's Penny back there. I've got in here, I have Calliope, Athena, Aria, Hendrix is behind me doing his business, and there's Penny. And if you notice, the chair is different. Hi, Emo! Nope, can't hear you. Don't do that to me, Pluribus. Ooh, Hendrix the Chaos. Yup. My saving grace. Who? Me? I'm your saving grace? I want to show you guys something. You can't even see it. It's so short. I found a chair. It is so short. It is so short. Shut up. I want to be a cozy queen today. I don't even know what a little handle is to raise it up. I am finally close to the ground. Like, it's so nice. Come here, I want to show you how much I love you. Booty, I know. Guys, are you ready for the best part about this chair? Hold on, it has no wheels. That's how I got it so short. Do you want to hear the best part? My evening betas. Hello, Quiet Chris. Do you want to hear the best part? Are you ready for the best part about this? It was only $50. And there's a really nice version that I'm going to get for my vanity in the bedroom. And it's got like pocketed coils. So it's like a little tiny mattress. And it's the same height. We're doing the same. Still waiting for the new heater. We have figured out the heating situation. Because while, by all technicalities now, Starman and I have the ability to technically blow the money and fix it, honestly, $50 is not bad. I'll get there in a second. Using just the 2 space heaters we got, and then every once in a while, that little one over there that Rachel sent me, we've been glorious. The house gets up to 85 degrees. So if I let it get to like 85 degrees in the middle of the day and it drops to the 30s or 20s at night, we just turn off the heaters before we go to bed. We golden. And yes, cheap chairs, which means I have to buy a couple because, are you guys ready for this? It's also wide enough for my ass. It's wide enough for my ass. I love it. I love it. It is called a cross-leg chair. This was my problem. I was not looking up the right kind of chair for your seat. See, Ark, there's only 2 people typically that will show up in this chat that will know I'm not joking when I say I'm short. And that is whatchamacallit, Ark and Moon. They have both seen me in person. Starman doesn't count because he came. He's factory setting, okay? And I know 85 sounds bad, but because we live out in the middle of like East Jabumfuck, we need to make sure it gets warmer, especially because we got so many cats that have like fur loss. On top of that, we've got a lot of elderly cats, so it does make sense. And Greta's gonna be 10, so she needs it too. And Starman is constantly cold. Me, bundle me up. She's 3'6", bite my ass and call it love. All hail the booty chairs. I will tell you right now, this has been the greatest discovery for me. Finding out that crisscross chairs exist to begin with, because they're about 25 to 26 inches wide. Okay, so they scoop because they're designed to hold you up while you're sitting cross-legged. So it's so comfortable, So comfortable. And because I chose the non-wheel option, that made it more affordable. And the one I want for my vanity is mint green. See, which way to... Look how short this thing is. And Penny's already happy. Everyone's been sitting behind me. Pretty late. Moon's got me. In my defense, you know, guys, how I was getting over the sore throat. Starman was supposed to pick up my honey because he went to work for a few hours today. And on the way home, he was supposed to pick up my honey. He didn't. So I had to use the available honey to me. Short people need good chairs. Yes. Let me tell you something. I did not appreciate how much it hurts for my legs to dangle till I started using these chairs all the time. Because so my mom and dad's kitchen chairs, right? They were tall, and every time I sat on them, my hips would hurt, my knees would hurt, and I didn't know why. Hi, mother-in-law. Hello. And whatchamacallit. I couldn't figure out why when I'd sit on your honey dealer back. He got back in town. As a matter of fact, he messaged me. So I was all excited. I was like, yes, I'm going to get my honey today because I know the honey. So he is a local dealer. He went to a restaurant that is a couple, about 4 or 5 miles down the road from me, give or take, maybe less, probably less. And he left honey jars with them. But I don't know how old they are because the honey did not feel as potent. It did not feel as potent as the honey I usually get from him. So that kind of sucked. Get one of those footstools. See, I can't. For numerous reasons. I still have those high heels. They're covered in dust. And I can't reach it right now, and I don't feel like getting up. But I have upgraded. I upgraded up until recently. I had these little platform shoes, and they were a lot more comfortable and dingy. And then I got these. Okay? They were enough, but it still got uncomfortable because the thing is, when you're used to being short, anytime you have to stand up, you're like, whoa. Well, now I can just get right up. It's great. Just got here. What is a honey? No. There is no code word. I have a guy who sells me honey. He is my honey dealer. He genuinely sells me honey. It's actual honey. Because I'm from New England originally, and I moved to the South. And when I moved down here, I did not realize just how bad the allergies could affect you, specifically my region. If you're new around here, you haven't seen my live streams before, you'll find out that just need to get still to bite me. And so, when when I got really, really sick, I started taking allergy meds, and they were great, but I couldn't get rid of the wheeze, which I still have a little right now. He sells honey packs. No, he sells me half gallons of honey. You guys don't understand. These jars are gigantic. Babe, do we have any of his jars? Bring me the current jar. If we still have it, I'll show them what I mean. The stray is in the house. I shit you not. My mom is calling your pet. Do you hear that, Penny? There's another one of you. We approve. We approve. What? It's stuck? Oh, with who? I repeat, chat. Luna always gets comfortable. Move her. You don't take Robitussin? I'm allergic. Heavily. The one time I took Robitussin, I was 5 years old, and my parents said I blew up and turned into a raspberry. Yeah. So you know how you guys are like, oh my God, Star sounds so weird. You do realize my weirdness goes over to my allergens, right? Because I'm allergic to Robitussin, bleach fumes, marijuana, acetaminophen. What else? Oh, yeah. And the entire state of North Carolina. All year round. Then bring me the one from the farmer's market, and I'll show them at least the general size. I'll just turn the label away. Who's that? Oh, it's Hendrix. Okay. Yeah, you're pretty weird. Suck a duck. It's for cough congestion, yeah. Hold on, let me see. So, you see this size jar right here, guys? You see this size jar? This is half... No. Let me see. This is a 3 pound. I usually get, what, an 8 pound?
I forget how much it is.
This is a little under half the size of the jar that I buy from my honey dealer. This is from the farmer's market. It is local to my town, but it's not local to. So this jar right here is only about, what, 5 days worth of honey? Maybe?
With your...
You're right. Valve hardware survey. Go away. No thanks. This is a pint. Yeah, this is 1.36 kg or 3 pounds. And the jar I get is about that tall and that wide. It's huge. Holy moly, it's a lot. Yeah, you gotta understand, guys.
No,
this...
No, it's not. It's really not a lot.
This is not a lot of honey for me. In order for me to not die, I need to have about a finger of this for every cup of coffee. So if you wonder why when I crave coffee, this is what I'm really craving. I'm craving the lack of congestion, the lack of wheezing. Thank you, baby. Oh, turn it that way. There we go. Everyone, thanks, Starman. Thank you, Starman. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so, were you? He's supposed to say only for me. I want to buy a raw honey jar too. I would say New York should have that. I imagine they would. Oh, and who jumped up? That's Hendrix. And my honey dealer, Stars in his honeybee confirmed. Her honey dealer, she says, let me tell you something. Honey in coffee does not just sound interesting. It's my honey dealer. It does not just sound interesting. It is delicious. It is. I mean, it's just a sugar. But I will tell you right now, once you stop using refined sugars and you use honey in your coffee instead, you guys, life is going to change. You're not going to like the taste of sugared coffee anymore. I keep seeing jars of honey with a large honeycomb in it to make it look all natural. I don't know if you're talking about at a store. However, yes, and I agree, because Compulsive Rambler is correct. You need to make sure you check the ingredients when you're buying honey, because not all of it is real honey. What, baby? We can get the ones with the comb in it too, but the one we get is the actual comb from the hive. Coffee with honey sounds good, honestly. It is absolutely healthier. Is it a higher caloric intake? Absolutely. You actually do you get more calories drinking honey in your coffee, but you use less honey because it's sweeter, and you get more nutritional value out of it because you're getting not only the allergen benefits, you're getting the nutritional benefits, and is antimicrobial. So it helps with infections. I will keep it in mind when I feel like having a sugar spike. It's not going to spike your sugar like refined sugar will. But when you're buying your honey, you have to watch for a few things. I always had honey to my tea, but always make sure it's your actual honey. honey-flavored opioids. Bite me, pluribus. You have to make sure that when you are buying honey, if you are buying it... You finished the video? Which video, baby? My video? Fake honey, yes. And how they do this is you have to flip it and check the label. There's two things you got to check for. One, that you're diabetic. But my dad has honey, and he's been a diabetic since I was 16. My sugar spikes on literal oxygen. Well, Mom, how do I stop my students being retarded? It's the generation. There's nothing I can do for you, darling. But Penny, are we quite all right back there? Whatchamacalls it though? My ear's trying to pop. I put honey and pure cacao powder into my porridge every day. Very true. Because chocolate in and of itself is not unhealthy. It's everything else that they add on to it that's a little bad. But yeah, the ingredients, honestly, Black Cats is right. When you turn it over, your honey should only have one ingredient. Honey. If you see anything else, it's not real honey. And you have to check where it comes from. Because if you're looking for the allergen benefits, if you buy honey and the honey is from fucking Argentina or Chile or China or anywhere else, you're not getting any benefits. You're just not. I am a firm believer in when you buy honey, buy from your local beekeeper. Do not be buying from the big box stores. I stopped buying local honey sold in my market years ago because I was buying the local brand, right? I was buying what is the local brand to North Carolina. It's called Gold Hill or something. Supposedly it's packed in Greensboro. And I was buying it, fully believing, buying it $8 or $9 a pop, fully believing I was not only supporting my own state that I live in, but that I was getting honey that was going to help me out. But I would always have a problem with, like, you know, the benefits wasn't helping too much. And then Manuka honey is different. Manuka honey, it's because of the, it's a different thing entirely. That one's more for colds, like actual illnesses, because it's something to do with the flowers and the bees where they produce Manuka honey. Manuka honey is from Africa. It's produced in one area in Africa. That's a different thing entirely. And you got to be careful because not all Manuka honey is Manuka honey. Same exact problem with it not being 100% honey. They'll add things in to stretch it out because real Manuka honey is expensive. Hail to the chat. Hail to Kino. And China. We have China honey. And we're going to get into Trump today too because there's a lot to talk about this week. Whoo, some shit went down. But that being said, I will tell you, you guys might remember when I made the switch from just honey to truly local honey. Is it true that New Yorkers go to Rhode Island to watch the leaves change? I have heard, well, a lot of people will go to Greater New England because even though New York has it, upstate New York is a pain in the ass to drive through. The Poconos are not fun to drive through, whereas most of New England is much easier to drive through, with the exception of like Vermont and New Hampshire. I personally dealt with a lot of New Yorkers when I lived in Rhode Island. Dearborniston, getting lit. $70 for 2 ounces of Manuka honey. Yeah, the real stuff is very expensive. I've never seen any food product made in China for sale in the UK in my entire life. It happens a lot here because what happens is they'll make the food here. So why tariffs became really important is because in America, we're the number one producer of a lot of crops. Like, we're the number one producer of soy and sweet potatoes, the regular orange sweet potatoes. We're the number one producer of a lot of those. So what we do is we make those things, and then instead of making our own factories here and processing them here to avoid taxes and to save a little bit of money, We then take these motherfucking products, ship them over to countries where there's less regulations, process them there, then bring them all the way back to America, where then they get packaged. No, sometimes we package them here, but that's true. And how I found this, and the thing is, it's not just one country they'll do that with. For instance, I use Johnson & Johnson baby powder. There's 3 separate countries where they pack that baby powder. 3 separate countries where they get the corn from. New England is a pain in the ass to drive through, especially in Maine. Maine is different. Maine is fucking wild. Maine is a monster in its own. Soy, where pussies go. Seed oils are bad for you. With the exception of very, very few, seed oils are truly bad for you. I have extra virgin olive oil, 100%. I do believe grapeseed oil and sesame oil are not that bad, but I use them sparsely. I mainly use olive oil and butter now. I try to avoid using the other stuff at all costs. That stuff, and I want to use peanut oil for frying. I've really got to get into that. So supposedly it is. Supposedly it is. Because it's like, it's the difference between getting the $10 bag of matcha and the $80 bag of matcha. The refinement. My goal, guys, is to grow a bunch of olive trees here and produce my own olive oil, which I've looked at a bunch of videos. It's not the easiest process, but within 5 years, I can get enough of a harvest for a yield. And I'm so excited to try that. So excited. I think it'd be amazing. I think it would be absolutely amazing. There are different honey brands. Yes, of course, there's different honey brands. Absolutely. Honey is God's tears. Actually, it's bees' vomit. But still. Extra virgin. I don't like that coconut oil will make things taste sweet. I prefer to use coconut oil on my dogs. But I'm also not big on coconut to begin with. So. You know. And I hate it lately because I haven't had my actual honey. My nose is getting stuffed easier. Oh, I ran off on a different topic. So, about 2 or 3 years ago, I was on a live stream with Big T. And at that time, if you guys remember, my AC had gone out. It was the middle of the summer. And we had to switch all the litter to clay litter. And it was an especially muggy time. And we had not been able to switch the litter yet because at the time, this was right after the pandemic, it was really hard to get a hold of cat litter. It was really hard. So we were like waiting to pick up some so we could change the litter boxes. So I'm sitting in here and I'm feeling it out of nowhere. Mind you guys, I've got 18 cats. At the time I have 12, I think. Something like that. I didn't have as much as I have now. See, there's Luna. There's Luna. Luna. La Luna. Come here, ma'am. Ugh. Come here. What, my little psycho? No. Oh, you gotta go to the bathroom? All right, go. That's why she's in here. She's not here to see me. She ran over to see me, but then she's like, no, I ate a potty. That's why I say I'm not concerned about her being comfortable because she's always gonna get comfortable. Have you thought of owning a small farm? So that's my intention, is to turn the property into like a small farm. Starman and I already discussed it. We're going to get the geese. We're going to get chickens. We're going to get goats. We might get a donkey. We got enough land for it. We just don't utilize it. And my intention is to get a lot of the actual fruit bearing and vegetable, like all the different crops I plan on putting out around the property where the sunlight is. Because I do not want to compromise the trees that I have. Because it keeps the temperature low. Lower than the rest of the area. Because North Carolina gets really hot and I hate it. And I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl who hates the heat. Everyone getting seasonal depression and I'm here like, this is the best time. Oh my God. Everyone out there complaining about wet, rainy days and overcast skies. Luna. La Luna. Ma'am, hurry before Orion gets in here. Because I hear him coming. Orion, stop. Luna. Come here, baby. If you wonder why she's backing up now, it's because Orion's right there. Orion, sit. 1. She's sitting right off camera right here, watching him. He is standing in the doorway, watching her. Because you see, Orion loves Luna. Because Luna looks like Zorro. And he was obsessed with Zorro, too. I don't know what it is. Something about the tuxedo cats makes Orion go crazy. Donkeys are cool and lovable, and they're badasses. They are great at defending a flock. Real, my depression is coming from lack of hope for next gen. Listen, me, I love this weather. I love everything about this season. Everyone's complaining about being cold and not seeing the sun, and I'm like, ha ha ha! Can't relate. I feel energized. The other night, I was visiting my dad. Star Dad's out of the hospital, by the way. I don't know if I told you guys already. Star Dad got out of the hospital. Bitch, I got depressed in the spring. That's because when the bugs came back. Yes! This. That's when my depression starts. One of the best Ben & Jerry flavors is salted caramel. Ooh, that sounds good. Don't know why you brought it up, but I agree. That sounds delicious. Hi, Calliope. You're not going to like how Mommy's going to smell in a second because I'm going to put the Blistex on. I did not want to. No. You can't back up now. Get over here. Oh. But yes, Star Dad is home now, guys. Very lovely. But the other night, he wanted a milkshake. And considering how much weight he's lost, you know that I did not even argue with him when he asked for that milkshake. So Starman and I went out and we got him said milkshake. And while we were out, it was down to the 20s that night. Okay, it got freaking cold. And I'm standing outside the VA hospital. And that's how I knew the weather does not affect me the way it affects everybody else. Spring is my first question for God when I meet him. And I like the cold compared. Yes. As I'm waiting there, I stood there for a solid 10-15 minutes waiting for him to get the car. And when he came back around, I just walked without a single limp to the car. And that's how I knew the cold helped me so much. But then I went and did a stupid... Oh, what flavor? He wanted orange creamsicle. My daddy has always loved creamsicles. Shake Shack milkshake? No. Cookout. Shake Shack. You have to be in North Carolina to understand that cookout is a thing. I ate ice cream even in the cold. Absolutely. We all did. We all did. His girlfriend's a southerner and she wanted it too. Thoughts on portillos? I don't know what the hell's a portillo. I don't know what that means. But I don't like chocolate ice cream, so probably don't like it. Considering a milkshake right now, personally, I like a specific type of cold and a specific type of heat. The type of heat I like is it gets teeny tiny bit warm, has a cool breeze. That's it. Not cold, cool. I'm mentally ready to chug down my hot chocolate this season. Fuck yes. Do you know what I'm excited for? You guys know I go every year. I cannot wait to go to the Lantern Festival with Starman this year. Because this year, I know for a fact Starman is going to have a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday off. That's first of all. Second of all, I know that I will have the time. Third of all, I know that we will be able to just rent a car. We looked it up. We now know that until further notice, if we need to go anywhere, we have to rent a car. So as long as we plan it in advance, we set aside the money, and we have one credit card we keep open. We'll use that for the deposit. It returns it in 2 days. It was great. The only time I've heard of Cookout was a Jolly video. It is a real place. Look it up. Cookout is amazing. And I will tell you right now, if you're anywhere where there's a cookout, you need to go. Cookout is so good because it is very quick. Girl, I've been lavishing in cold cider. Oh, there's nothing I enjoy more than walking around in ice cold weather with a piping hot whatever, food, drink, and I breathe in and I feel my lungs go numb from the cold air. That is like a heavenly experience. It's like the best deep breath you're ever gonna get. Ooh, emo go. Dang, you get the coolest events. Girl, you live in New York. You guys get them too. I need hot buttered rum on a nice cold day. I'm not an alcohol girly like that. Stores are bringing out the eggnog. See, it makes sense because of where we are now in the season. The Star saying you got the Freddy Fazbear Popeyes meal. I don't even know where there's a Popeyes. I missed my chance when I was in Virginia. I don't know how far they go. Girl, I don't eat at Popeyes. Yeah, but New York smells. That's true. Hi, Rachel. Never mind, it was my mom. Good. Everything's fine. Good. Too many people. Very true. But guess what, Moon? At this event, a lot of fucking people. Always. I like to go on the days when there's like less chance of people, but still a lot of people. Still a lot of people. What? You guys can't see it, but Calliope's getting the pets of her life down here. I have stories from last night and into today. Oh God. I has my hot cocoa and I just had my coffee, which is what took me so long. And also there was a lot of stuff happening because so I don't know if I told you guys, I agreed to a day at work. And I was possibly thinking about doing a day a week. Guys, I'm still limping from Friday. My knees are absolutely killing me. Because I went 5 weeks without working. See, this is the problem. I know, baby. I went 5 weeks without working, okay? I mean, I worked here, but on top of that, I was sitting in a chair and leaning forward and straining my knees all the time. Which means I was putting extra strain on my knees. Now, I could walk around just fine. I was still averaging 2,000 to 3,000 steps a day. But I was like, I don't know. I guess, maybe, I'll think about it. I did it. One of my regulars was like, ma'am, you told me that was your last day. And I was like, listen, I promise I'm not a liar. They begged me to come back for this. Like, they begged me. And, whatchamacallit, he was laughing. He said, well, that speaks to your quality. And she asked me again because that night, I told her, I said, girl, I love you. I thought I could do this one day a week. I'm in pain. My knee snapped twice that night. It wasn't good. Thank God we were slow. I had to warn my guests. I was like, listen, I am not trying. Penny's head is. This is how she sleeps. She sleeps face down. Look at this. Look at this child. Oh, she cozy. Girl, what would you do if I stuck you in my cozy? I want my arms back. And so immediately she was like, well, what if you do only to-goes? I'm like, girl, how are your knees functional? Penny is so real. I know. My knees are good, but the problem is I have to build up endurance. And essentially I have to numb my knees out. So I've been doing it for a year and I was fine. But when I was finally able to relax, girl, she out, guys. She out. But when we inquired about what wires he was hearing, he'd start going on about a piece of siding that does need to be addressed. That was nothing to do with the wires. Ooh. Negligence. Oh my God. And so while my knees, like, Right now, I have to lose a lot more weight. That's obviously. My intention is to get that. Okay, go ahead. Bye. I have my arms back. My intention is to. No. The last thing I want to do is that. And I tried that. I thought if I did squats, that was a 1 week test. I can't describe to you how bad it was. And that was 2 years ago. Okay. It was 2 years ago. It's worse now. No, what I need to do is lose a lot more weight, which I am on my way to doing because I remember how I told you guys, like, I did a lot. Last week I was very productive. Guess wall sits are out of the question. I can do the upside down one where you hold your legs up and you can strengthen your inner core, but that's the worst for the knees. Exactly. Squats are horrible for knees. Horrible. I'm using negligence because my Italian boss snapped her. It's literally like scary. It sounds like he might be getting himself worked up about something that isn't currently speaking. Emo, if you gotta go take care of your dad, honey, knee braces, my legs be too fat. But I'm getting to that because, Starson, do you want to try swimming? Girl, I love swimming. It's expensive. It's expensive. Plus, I have to get to where they're swimming. This is the problem. I can swim great. And I would go, I promise you this. If I had access to a pool, I would swim every day. I don't just like swimming. I love swimming. I adore it. There is nothing more fun to me. There's nothing more relaxing. I'd probably lose weight like that. I swear. But it's difficult and expensive to hold up a pool. And the closest pool is in the middle of town. Actually, no, the other side of town. And I just don't have the car to get to it. There's no beach nearby. Girl, I'm in North Carolina. The closest beach is 5 miles away. 5 hours away. And I'm not swimming in the lakes around here. So is it kind of weird that the 2 Italian Catholic friends I'm friends with? No, just means we're old and in pain, baby. I need a lap pool, not the backyard pool. See, you can buy backyard lap pools. They are expensive. Like $12,000. My brown ass only swim in warm water with no one around. Why? No rivers? Girl, once again, the closest river is 2 hours away. I'm not doing that. You guys don't understand what landlocked me. Why not lakes? Because the brain-eating amoeba spawns every year in my state. Every year. Every year. Because of where we are, because of the amount of sun exposure, it manifests every year. And the only way you find out about it is if somebody dies from it. And I'm not going to be that person. Any gyms? The only one that's close is the YMCA, which is, again, what I was getting to. 20 minutes away on the other side of town. And I don't have a second car. The brain-eating amoeba. Yeah. See, it manifests in bodies of water when it reaches over 80 degrees in these bodies of water in high humidity, lots of sunlight. Welcome to North Carolina. What he needs to do is go somewhere. Yes, I agree. Is that Athena? No, that's Penny. Athena is laying on a bag of litter. She loves bags of cat litter. Athena. The YMCA, exactly. And the YMCA is expensive. It's very expensive. It manifests in California too, girl. Don't even. It's a thing. It's manifested in England. It'll manifest anywhere. Because we're so dry out here. I like my YMCA pool a bunch of... See, I would go to the YMCA, but that is very expensive every month. Yes. It's so hot out here. The YMCA is never going away, girl. YMCA is huge. No, it actually helps them reproduce. This helps them reproduce. But, no, the last time I had a YMCA membership, I was a teenager. I was a kid. And it was expensive then. For just my brother and I to go to the local YMCA, which we could walk to because it was like less than a mile from our house. And it was small. I didn't realize YMCAs could be so huge until I moved out of state. But anyways, it was like $50 or $60 a month for Philip and I just to go to the pool. This was back in the early 2000s. You know, like we'll have a blue algae boom and it'll be a long ass while. But, and so that's why, yeah, no, I would love to go swimming every day. But you got to realize, guys, in some areas it is difficult and it's expensive. And the thing is, I just got over financial issues. So it was just not... A lot of people, when they talk about budgeting, have no idea what real budgeting is and what you really have to say you can and cannot do. Which is why I always marvel whenever I watch Caleb Hammer and I hear these people that, like, have these problems. And I'm like, they're telling me they can't afford this. They're telling me they're oppressed like this. But they're putting money into all this bullshit they don't need. How? The last I heard about an amoeba out here was in, like, natural hot spring. That's different. I was in the Boys and Girls Clubs. We have that, too, in Rhode Island. I don't know if they have any here. I haven't checked. We need to pool together and send stars on a pool. If you're going to send me a pool, you got to send me a glass dome to go along with it. Also, hi, Natanya. See, that's the problem. Because I live out in the woods, I have a higher chance of water snakes. So, copperheads, cottonmouths, rattlesnakes, all of them have a propensity to be more towards the water source. Purchase brain is too strong for some folks, especially online. Right. Hi, Benji. I love your cozy hoodie. And this hasn't been so good lately, especially my anxiety. You always cheer me up. Oh, I'm glad I'm helping, honey. See, this was sent to me by Pink Dolphin Milk. This was the first big gift I ever got from one of my followers. And that's why I love this so much. It's also really sweet and cozy. But one of the reasons I wear it, just use your white powers and tame them. Nope. You see, you and I have had this discussion, Rachel. I leave wildlife alone. Stay far away. I thought rattlesnakes like mountain areas. Rattlesnakes enjoy anywhere there's deep brush. Anywhere they can hide. Leaf litter, things like that. Deep forest, that's where they hide. Mountain areas are good for them. You guys summon her. Now this is Athena. See? And so, whatchamacallit? Right now, because I know there's a lot of dangerous animals that live in my area, I have to, Star just be a waterbender, right? I have to be careful. So like I said, I've tried, because none of the gyms, except for the YMCA in my area, have pools. None of them. I've had a scorpion on me. Redneck snakes can be found in many places. Yep. I thought white women weren't afraid. I'm not afraid. Like, I don't go out looking for them, but if there was a snake on my property, I'm getting the stick and I'm tossing. Hi, Linda. Athena. Yeah, I know. Badass of the arena. I know. Hi, Mary. Oh, no. I'm the white woman that they talk about. I just respect the critters. I don't like going and looking for them. I don't believe in testing nature. I believe in leaving it alone. Nature still finds me, but I don't like to test it. That's how I am. Linda, listen, Linda, listen, Linda. I know. Thank goodness the amoeba is rare and yep, but it happens, so you gotta be careful. What a Tina. Come here. Every other day you want to come. She was wanting my food so bad the other day, guys. She was sitting there. I had made roasted chicken leg quarters, and she's sitting there, sitting on the chair next to me, begging. And I'm like, bitch, no. Come here. Come here. Linda never listens. Linda marches to her own drum in every shape and form. Every way. But any hoodly, guys. So apparently Trump sucks Bill Clinton's dick. Who heard about that? Who been hearing about that? Let me tell you something, guys. The release of the files, which apparently went through another vote. It apparently went through another vote today. It is almost guaranteed now that they're getting released. What is hilarious is, did we all hear the Clintons got asked to speak and they said no? They denied. So I'm hoping they're getting subpoenaed. We're hoping for that. Both of them were like, no, we're not gonna come in. No, we're not doing it. Cool. We'll make you. Oh yeah, you guys didn't hear. Now the problem is it's only one email, so there's no true proof of it. But apparently it has been insinuated that our dear president, in his hoe days, because we know he had hoe days, was glazing, literally, Bill Clinton. I sent you the video. So I'm gonna start up with this. Black Cats, Quiet Chris, and Hunty, you're all degenerates. Okay? Degenerates. We're gonna start with that. Some of mine glitters and lasers, right? But apparently, okay, guys, you know how much I hate fanfic and you know how much I hate slash. Are you all ready for this? There is an entire subculture of people who fap to presidential fanfics. They want political BL. Quiet Chris sent me this video. Okay. Apparently there's a lot of fanfics going around about Obama and Clinton and Trump all being in like some secret BL thing. If you don't know what slash is, if you don't know what BL is, let me see. I can just put this here. Need I say more? No, I send you the satire, ma'am. I've been knowing that. The Luigi fanfic. Okay? It exists. If it exists, that's right. But I didn't know that people are willing to say it out loud. Ma'am, this is a subway! From the Diaries of Big Mike. That was a thing and my brain didn't react. Is this a worrying thing? Yo, why? Black Cat's the second time she's brought this up. This is the second time. Second time. Might be worse than the rabbit hole of necrophil. You have to be at least 35 for president. Did they change something? So not really boys. Ma'am, you get what I'm saying. Statazit. And so it's like, it's on a good day. I hate these slashes that they do. When was the first? This is the second time I've heard you ask me if I am, or someone did. Someone asked me if I ship Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes. Not the Miku binder. Candace and Nick are meant to be together. I don't want to imagine none of that. None of that. At all. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Athena, you're making this difficult, kid. And, yeah. Like, I'm just finding out. You know, it's like, you understand, it's like Moon said, it's Rule 34. It's there. You know it's there. But you're hoping that the subculture is so small that it's like, not even 3 digits. You're hoping it's like a 2-digit population. That was most likely Hunty. I'd rate them as POTUS and VP next to... No. I can't stand either of them. Okay? I can't stand either of them. Candace, I stopped liking when she fucking glazed Andrew Tate. When she was sitting there gluck for Andrew Tate on that interview, I was like, well, that's that. I'm done. I'm done. We're done with that. Because you cannot sit there and shout Christ is King. You cannot sit there and say that porn is wrecking men and da-da-da-da. And then you sit there and you softball and flirt with Andrew Tate of all people. And the only reason you glaze him is because he happens to say some of the same stuff that we say with a little bit more of a following. Yeah, yes, yes. Get fired to the... We can all agree that Hamilton is the cause for this trend. Let's just admit it. Why? I've never seen Hamilton. What the fuck happens in Hamilton for this? Also, thank you for the $5, Hunty. Septiplier drama? Do I want to know? For real, exactly. I was like, screw you, Candace. I don't care. And Nick Fuentes, I don't care if he is saying it just to glaze at this point, just to get people mad. He's still a piece of shit. Because Nick Fuentes has absolutely zero problem tearing down other people, ruining their lives, but the moment somebody confronted him, he attacked her. Physically. So he's a coward. So I don't care about him. What do you say? If I want to be a millionaire author, I need to publish... Sadly, I think yes. Tumblr happened to Hamilton. No, what happened is that... Not Tumblr. Nick is scum. Boom. What happened is a long time ago when Reddit and Tumblr first happened, we allowed these idiots to think that they were Foxkin and whatever else, and we allowed people on fanfic.net to think that their stories were valid and that it was a good jumping point for their talent. Now we're stuck with all of them. It's annoying. But yeah, so I stopped liking Candace then, and I will say this, a lot of what Candace says now is weird. One of the reasons why she's going off on this thing about Charlie is not because of any fact. It's because she had a dream. And no, I'm not saying she sat there and thought it up. I'm saying she fell asleep. She had a fucking dream. Woke up and said, well, now that is truth. What talent, Star Mom? For real. The age of Wattpad. Which apparently still exists. Is that true? I don't know. But anywhoodly, what I find funny is a lot of people are more mad that we're not even upset. We knew Trump was a degenerate. We knew this. He literally paid a fucking porn star. Not once, but twice to fuck him. We knew this. I am not shocked that he would dabble in Brokeback Mountain. But unlike Clinton, he didn't do it while being president. Meanwhile, Clinton was handing out cigars and doing all the degenerate stuff while being a politician. There's a vast difference. Trump was doing it while being a mega rich, multi-billionaire private citizen, never a politician. Clinton, every degenerate thing he's done was while being a politician. It was while being in a position of power. It was while controlling the fucking nukes to our country. Now people get Wattpad awards. That's the most fucked thing of all. Basically, she's a nutcase. I don't know what happened to her. I think whatever happened to Kanye West happened to her as well. Didn't a woman give Bill head? Yes. Yes. Hillary and Bill actively ruined women's lives while he was president. That's the thing. I don't condone the hedonistic shit, but we all knew about it. Not only that, but it's not the funniest thing ever that now that these Epstein files are coming out, one, we are finding out that very left-wing politicians were getting texts from Jeffrey Epstein while in congressional trials. And we're answering and asking questions that Epstein was asking them to ask. How is that okay? They literally took the video of her and they lined it up to the time frames when Epstein was sending messages. And then she's asking the shit that he was sending. Then you're finding out literally, one, that I did not have sexual relationship with that woman. I love when AO3 is down. I see the reactions from all the readers. Oh God, it must be so terrible. I miss the old Kanye. I will say Kanye's apparently finally not nuts, at least a little bit. So that's refreshing to see. But whatchamacallit, when it comes down to it, you know, they're finding out that Epstein hated Trump. That they didn't get along. Oh, and that whole email they sent out where they redacted the information, and it was a girl who... Let's lay down the facts on this, okay? Let's really lay down the facts on this. The girl they redacted from the email had already given public statements exonerating Trump of any wrongdoing. And then she Epsteined. Even though she had already stated numerous times she never would have any desire to Epstein. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? And then they literally sit there and they take the email that was already public knowledge, has been public knowledge for a few years now. Has been. And then they release it in the hopes that no one's going to ask any questions. And then they redacted that statement real quick. Like that. Took it right on back. Oh, it's insane. It's insane the tactics that you're using. Tinfoil hats on. That's right. Let's take our hats and put them on because it's kind of a little crazy. Kind of a little weird. Weird. Exactly. Oh, and then we're having the ICE raids again. You know how terrible they are for upholding the American fucking law. Because, guys, let me tell you something. I have pissed off so many people this week. I have pissed off the alt-right. I have pissed off the BOPO. And I've pissed off the pro-illegal immigrants. I've just made everybody mad. It was hilarious. I have people coming at me left and right because... apparently downtown Charlotte right now is a ghost town. Over 20,000 students haven't shown up to school. That's more concerning than the fact that why do you not need to come on downtown? Why are you so concerned? Oh, well, you know, they're plucking people up who are legal. Like I had somebody, a friend on my Facebook claim that a close friend of hers was snatched by ICE. And that person was legal. And then in the next post, this person admits that the person was not up to date on their visa. They were in the middle of trying to renew it. Then you're not here legally at the moment. If your visa expired. So, stretching the truth. By the way, hello, fraud son. Like, really? It's hilarious. It's hilarious. And then they're telling me that, oh, there's no such thing as any, what about ICE in a high school? No, college. College students, over 20,000 students, have not gone to school this week. Nah, get out of town. Mind you, I was able to like absolutely piss off all these people while living my whole life this week, while recording videos, editing the videos, running around meal prepping, going to work, doing everything that I've done this week. And I still managed to piss many people off. What part of illegally do they not? Because they don't care. In their minds, because they are not hardened criminals, it doesn't matter. With very rare exception, I'm sorry, if you're here illegally, you should be sent back. Now, I do believe there are rare exceptions where it's okay, to an extent. Because if you're trying really hard to become a citizen, that's great. And you're actively trying to help. But when you sit there, you self-tell to begin with. But with the groypers, oh my god, the groypers, they're so fucking weird. Yeah, I got the anti-Jews mad at me this week. Because they were posting videos and photos. I think I told you guys about it already, but I'm still making them mad. Where they are convinced that Israel is the reason for World War II because the Jews started it. There was no Holocaust, according to them. Nobody died. That's all made up numbers. It's impossible. How could it be possible? It's all an illusion made by the Jews. And so when I literally did a quick Google research and found that all the images they were using were not even from anywhere in Europe, anywhere in the Middle East, they were from America. I mean, I imagine to piss someone off when I paid for little Liddy's meal and open a tab for her, and they got 3 times better when I said my birthday, my money, I do what I... That's fucking weird. Star vibing extremist, unholy screeching, essentially. Like, there was the anti-Jew post, there was the ICE post. You know what? Where is it? I could use the check. Where is it? Oh, and then there was another one. There was these girls. And I'm going to preface this with, they did a good job on the costumes. They did a good job on the setting. Everything was good. Okay? One of the girls is a little taller than me, roughly my size. But her pits are gigantic. And she had on this Viking barbarian costume. And they did a good job with the costumes. Everything looked great. There was 2 girls. One was a very svelte, thin girl. One was a very large girl. And they had the large girl's mother's horses for props. Okay? And they posted these videos where the caption said, "What would you call our clan?" And when I tell you these girls were scantily clad, scantily clad. Like, essentially the armor she put on, the girl with the big boobs, it was a pasty with a little bit of a armored tutu, very short tutu, and little boots. And she's out there, and they actually had the audacity to then get upset when people were like, "I feel bad for the horses. Oh, I hope you didn't try to ride them." Like, they were making fat jokes about the actual tribe and clans and whatchamacallit. And when they got upset that people did what they do, I said, girl, you got up dressed like that at your size. You posted it. You knew what you were doing. Why are you upset that anybody said negative stuff? Oh, you would not believe. I'm not even going to go over all of it, but let's just say it's been a little over a week and these people are still trying so hard. They've called me ugly. They've come after my art. They said that I'm a rapist. They said that I'm a misogynist, that I must hate myself, that I'm jealous, that I'm dragging them down, that I'm a disappointment as an artist, that I'm a disappointment as a woman. And they're all convinced that I'm doing this to get the attention of men, as if all of you haven't seen me piss off everybody. I find it funny. Essentially, I am too feminist for the right. I am too right-wing for the left. I have this Is this a drama you posted in Discord? Yes. If you guys want to have entertainment, I posted all the screenshots of the conversations because it is hilarious. And they were so easy to manipulate. All I had to do was say just the right thing. And these girls fit every stereotype. They did everything. Half of them blocked me, which is even better. Because you guys know how I am. The more you tell me how I'm supposed to be, if it does not align with what I want, you're going to have a bad time because I'm not going to adhere to what you want. Oh, it's so beautiful. It was so beautiful. The crash out was hilarious because the actual posters, mind you, these girls have accumulatively 450,000 subscribers. Do not play dumb with me and pretend you don't know exactly what you're posting. And I was all for it. I was like, girl, get your bag. Go ahead, make your fucking money. You want to rage bait, you want to post rage bait, go for it. Do your thing. Do your thing, honey. Don't these bitches know you were here for my attention? You're too moderate. I have the same problem. That's the problem. They are all convinced I could only have these opinions to get the attention of men. The problem is I have found out no matter what. Yes, they all called me a pick-me, and I'm like, I was not even responding to men. I was not acknowledging anybody. And all I said was those few sentences, and boy, you would think that I essentially told these girls to KYS. Essentially. While they do pick-me behavior for their morale. Exactly. Because what they did and what they're so used to is they are used to telling a woman, you're being a misogynist, internal hatred, and you are adhering to the patriarchy. And you are you are not being a girl's girl. You need to be ashamed for that because you need to change it. And you can tell what their goal is for me to be like, I didn't think about it that way. I need to unpack my internal. Shut the fuck up. The more you tell me how I'm supposed to think, the more I'm going to double down on what I actually think. Because what you're doing is you're not giving me a moral compass. You're merely telling me that you could not mentally handle what I said. And rather than hear what I'm saying, understand what I'm saying, thank you, Unlucky. Thank you. I love my followers. I love you guys. I do. I managed to get everybody after me. I managed to piss off everybody in one way or another. And you guys know this. I've got controversial takes about everything. And I've been posting it on my stories. And I cannot lie. I've been posting it because I do want to see them get incensed. Because they follow my stories. Oh, yeah. One of the girls with the huge following, she went through all my stories to watch them. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. 3 separate days. Every time. And I don't go there scouring. But if they respond to me, I'm going to say something. I'm gonna say something. It's just like that asshole that I got a couple weeks ago. You guys remember that little dude, the little boy that went after that female comedian, saying that she wasn't even funny and that was stupid? And I'm like, dude, you're just mad that she's funnier than you. She's not gonna fuck you. Well, actually, what I said was she's not gonna fist bump you, because it was a joke from the fucking video that was on, and he was getting all pissed off at her. He was sitting there going off. It was 2 weeks later, and the moment I commented, he was right there on a Saturday night at like 9 o'clock at night. Dude, you're a kid. You are 19 years old. What the fuck are you doing? Answer me this late. And all he kept saying was that fat feminist bitches like me, da-da-da. And I'm like, dude, you don't even know who you're talking. You have no idea. But that's why I find it so funny. I piss off the women-hating men. I piss off the man-hating women. I piss off half of the animal people out there. I piss off half the artists out there. You need to despise pineapple. I can't. That's love. We love you always, sir. I hate the girl's girl cult. Because the problem is it's not being a girl's girl. I wouldn't mind if it was, because you see, for me being a girl's girl is if I see a girl in distress and nobody's helping her, I'm going to help. If I see a girl who went through a lot of effort to look nice and dress up, I'm going to compliment her. That. How did fuck... Where do we want to start? Where do we want to start? How do I piss off animal people? Reptiles shouldn't be pets. Any of them. You shouldn't be owning snakes. You shouldn't be owning any, because they don't like you. They don't care about you. They don't want to be your friend. They don't want to be in your care. They tolerate you. They might get used to your presence. They will not miss you when you're gone. They will burrow into your body and use you for heat before they ever miss you. Okay, let's start with that. All right? Frogs don't enjoy it. Most turtles don't enjoy it. Ah, that'll do it. Yeah, that's just the start. That's just the start. Preach, sis. Most people should not own pets. Okay? And I do believe that your pet food. Natania's right. Oh, I piss off a lot of people. If you feed your pets Purina, Pedigree, Iams, Eukanuba, Hill's Science Diet, you are essentially paying a lot of money for Dollar Tree or McDonald's food. You're feeding your animals trash. And that's the reason why your animals are unhealthy, because you see all my animals. The only reason Penny's unhealthy is because of her mental state from being separated from her mother too early. Penny's going to be 11, okay? Half my animals are 10 plus with no physical problems because I feed them high quality food. Would the world be better if animals were never domesticated? No. They would not be. Because there is a cohabitation involved with it. But I've got hot takes about everything. I don't believe you should need to be friendly with your neighbors. I don't see the need of being neighborly. Starsaw said go raw. Yes. You should be going raw. You should be feeding your animals raw animals. You should not be veganism. If you make your animal vegan, you're abusing your animal. Penny Sell, like, I know, right? Also, I don't know how you can stand to argue with people. They're freaking crazy. I enjoy arguing with people because you know what usually happens when I argue with people? That's Calliope snorting to herself. How's Meow Mix? Trash. Total and utter trash. Meow Mix is terrible. And here's how I can show you. Okay? We're gonna do a little game together, kids. Help if I typed in the right fucking website. That's okay. Let me push this back a little bit. Alrighty. So we're just going to go over to the standard ingredients. We're going to go to meowmix.com. Okay. We are going to go right to it. Let's get out of there. All right. Let me share this. I'm going to share the screen. Share. Okay. So let's look at the very first one because number one, gravy bursts. Meaty gravy filled. Now, to begin with, that means it has something in it to prevent the liquid from drying up. Now, I want you to look at this ingredient. Cats are obligate carnivores. There is a rule with all pet food. Okay, hold on. Let me put this way. There is a rule with all pet food. Hello, Choco. All right. All pet food, the first 5 ingredients are the major components of the food. Of the first 5 fucking ingredients in this food, corn, chicken byproduct, which means it is an entirely ground up chicken that was not proper for consumption. So it is just whatever was left of the chicken that was not proper for consumption, whether that be fat, bones, cancerous birds, whatever, what have you. It's mixed into a giant heated meal, which is less nutritionally valued anyways, and then it's put back into the food. Soybean meal, corn protein meal, and beef tallow. So what that is, there is no meat in that. That is all grain fillers and fat. Do you want to eat that? I tell you I'm giving you a chicken dinner. And what I give you instead is a mushed up pile of fat. But it's breaded and fried. Okay? That's just the first food. All right, let's go back. Look at their indoor health cat food. Let's see. Once again, ground corn, chicken byproduct, soybean meal, corn protein meal, beef tallow. But it's so affordable, Starthon. That's why. That is why. Now, let's go find the product. Let's go find it. So we're going to... Let's see. Let's go to Amazon. Okay. Give me a second. Meow Mix dry cat food. All right. If I'm going to get it for a 6-pound bag, it's $9.29. For a 22-pound bag, is $24.99. So these are affordable options. Okay? Any wonder why it's affordable? What do I feed my cats? I will show you what I feed my cats. Let's see. I want to find the website. There we go. This is the brand I feed my cats. So let's just go to the indoor health. Okay? We'll go, where is it? We'll go to the one that I normally get for my cats. Which one is it? Trout and Manhattan fish meal. So this one is their cheap one. That's their cheap one. Okay? This is not the high protein. Trout, Manhattan fish meal, peas, chicken meal, chickpeas, chicken fat. Not the greatest for their cheap one, but do you automatically see the difference? Do you automatically see the immediate difference? Penny is coming off a bender. If I had to pick the tiki that I want to use, it's this one. It's expensive, but look at the first ingredients. Look at that. Deboned chicken, chicken meal, dehydrated chicken, eggs, tapioca, natural chicken flavor. This is a vast difference. Vast difference. Like, we are talking about two completely different foods. Let me see. Look up something else. And they have even more. Let me see. I and love and you cat food. This is the one I'm currently using, and I will say this, I have heard they have changed their ingredients lately, so I might have to, but I have not admittedly checked. But the one I'm using right now, because it's affordable, is the I and love and you, and I use the wild salmon. Look at the ingredients. Of course, the page is too small. No, thank you. I know you can't see it yet. I'm trying to get it up. So, hold on. I'm going to show you. Cats can't taste capsaicin. Make sure this is still showing. I wanted to because it gets weird. All right, good. So, this is the current food that I give my cats alongside the tiki. I mix both of them. Salmon, chicken meal, turkey meal, chicken fat. And here's the big one, taurine. Taurine is huge. What you have to do, notice how all of these, you got the ferrous sulfate. That is iron. I know because I do my dad's pills. You have got the zinc oxide, copper amino acid complex, copper sulfate, ground misanthamus grass, ground chicory root, potassium chloride. These are all supplements you find in bones. That is why you find them in here. Because what it's doing is, it is reworking what your animal is supposed to be eating naturally on their own. Is canned cat food good? Once. Inbreeding. All breeding comes from inbreeding. And that's another hot take I have that a lot of folks don't love. That inbreeding in pets needs to stop. Hello, Tony. Hello, Rocky. And whatchamacallit. So your question is about wet food. So let's look at their wet food. Okay? Go to the original. I have never used their wet food, mind you. But look at the ingredients. Chicken, fish broth, chicken liver, canola oil. That's the first 5 ingredients. All right? Now, let's compare that with Purina cat food. Wet. Okay, let's look up just the... Some bullshit article. Alrighty, but where's the limit? Oh, I don't know. ¿Por qué? No, it's por qué. ¿Qué? Let me see. Here we go. So this is the Pro Plan Veterinary Mix Hydra Care. Let's see. Let's see ingredients in them. Sometimes they do good with their Pro Plan, but I'm Oh, okay. Never mind. This is a I was Forrest Whitaker eye for a minute. This is literally a hydration supplement. That's why. Okay. It's got like all liquid and only liquid. I was like, what the fuck? That's why. Okay. Let's see. What is the ingredients? So you're going to see the difference right now. Let me make sure there's nothing on here. Okay. Share this tab instead. I want you to look right here. The ingredients. Rice entree. Water. Chicken. Wheat gluten. Liver. Meat rice. Corn starch modified. For the turkey. Water, turkey, wheat gluten, meat byproducts, rice, cornstarch modified. And last but not least, for the white meat, chicken, and vegetables, water, chicken, wheat gluten, liver, meat byproducts, tomatoes, carrots, turkey, cornstarch modified. So, I don't trust Blue Buffalo anymore either. They've done a lot of shit too. Where they've sourced their animals from and everything else, they've gone in some shit too. So, when you guys wonder why I am so anal about pet food and what you should be feeding your animals and the quality and what goes into them, this is why. Because the really affordable brands, it's the same reason why pizza is marketed as a vegetable in schools. Okay? It's the same reason. Because they are literally propagandizing you. It makes a massive difference. Massive difference. Meat byproduct seems to be common here too. I don't have a pet, so I didn't know this was common. Had to check. It's bad. Meat byproduct is what happens. So what they do, you feed... Yes, my dogs get mixed powders and things to go on there. As a matter of fact, husband, he is so asleep. Pizza's marketed as a vegetable in whatchamacallit in schools. In the dietary side. Yeah. The cheaper the food, the worse the ingredients. 100%. There's a reason why it's cheap. Because they know that people want pets, but they also know people are lazy. Okay? If these same people will act as if it's completely healthy to have ultra processed, super sugary, hyper salted foods, what makes you think they're going to think any differently about their pet's food? Yeah, it is. That was Michelle Obama. But yeah, that is why. Yeah, ketchup is considered a vegetable. It's how I get my protein. Shut up. And yeah. So my animals, my dogs right now, they're getting chicken gizzards, they are getting chicken livers and a chicken foot, along with raw egg and ground flax, ground chia, bee propolis. And though I'm out of it right now, I've got to get more of the powders, the multivitamin and the probiotic powders from Native Pet. I also give them 3 frozen strawberries because fruit's good for them. Some days I want my homestead in Alaska. You know, I think that too until I see how much goes into it. And there's so much that goes into it. And while it's a beautiful idea, I don't hate civilization quite that much yet. Not enough to get myself thrown off a train after waiting 6 hours for it. I hate feeling trapped. That's the problem. When you go to Alaska, you're essentially trapped. You ain't going nowhere. Raw quail or chicken? I use chicken. Quail is a little hard to find right now. So, chicken. And that's why eventually I want to have a flock of chickens, because what I want to do is have some quails. What I want to do is have some chickens. And so I can give my animals those eggs. And I found a really good vendor online who does whole duck heads, whole fish, whole rabbit pieces. When I run one in Colorado and it's expensive, legit, I get why I get upset when my mom would feed my dog's pedigree. It's so bad. It is how I figured it out, guys, is I had pets growing up. I had pets. And what really confused me was how 3 cats from 3 different litters, 3 separate genetic, could all somehow die in identical ways at the same age. All of them died 11 years old, missing teeth, overweight, with organ failure, diabetes, all these problems. How? How was this happening? And then I realized something. All of them ate the same food. But the problem is that my cats will not be outside with the chickens. So, I always appreciate people trying. However, the thing is, at the end of the day, it's a waste if I'm not going to use it. People then can consume and buy catology. True. Penny, have you awoken? Penny. What are you doing? What are you doing? Do you see about? Yes, I did. I was talking about that earlier, Tony. I did. It's not food, it's muck. Exactly. It is essentially getting old school McDonald's. And that's essentially what you're having. Bring the chickens inside, duh. Listen, I know I want Orion to have fresh chicken parts, but not that fresh. But the cats are not my problem, guys. It's Orion. Penny is awake. She has awakened. Yeah. Pippin sniffs the chickens. Good Pippin. But I'm excited for them to release the files because whatever had... And again, I don't care who's in it. I want them released. Who's sending me shit? Someone's sending me shit. Ah. My girl be sending me shit. Hold on. And did you guys hear about this girl? It's going to be a video coming out. Going to be a video coming out that I'm going to do. Not that I'm going to make any difference. I'm just going to be reporting on the facts. But, did you guys hear about what happened with that Chinese restaurant in... No, I'm sorry, not Chinese. I think it was Vietnamese. Or was it Thai? I'm sounding mildly racist. But either way, this Asian restaurant in New York City, there was this woman called Famina. Or Famita, whatever her name is. She's a piece of shit anyway, so what do we care? I tell you, I don't belong to the suburbs. There's a lot. Yeah, I know. The suburb, like HOAs. But anyways, so she reached out to this restaurant as an influencer. She has a large following. Oh. I'm going to roll my ankles a little bit so that way I'm not feeling dead. Whoever's on it needs to come out. I'm just worried that innocent people get caught up in it. The problem is, no matter what, innocent people have gotten caught up in it already. So now we're just like, Yeah, not everyone who did business with him was a horrible person. However, that's the same thing that, with Weinstein. It was the same exact idea. But, unleash your racism. But anyways, so she reached out to him. I'm an influencer. Are you going to be upset if I mail you a box of chicken or cod wrapped doggy treats or free? No. That gets a pass. As long as they are not processed in China. And there's no, rawhide. I am particular about my pet treats, but no, if they're high quality, girl, send them. I will take it all. They won't get upset, I'll tell you that. Pippin thinks she's a dog. I believe it. Is that the girl with problems with white people visiting Asian? No. No. This is way worse. So, because it went wild. And I'm going to do a quick talk about it here, and then we'll all discuss it when I release the video. This girl, Famita, reached out for an influencer. Do you want eggs? Of course I want eggs. But how are you going to send it to me, girl? I'm all the way over here. And mochi taiyaki vanilla custard sounds delicious. They say rawhide free. Perfect. Perfection. Anyways. So, you know the story. I know. It's crazy. So, she reached out because and again, working with the restaurant, I know about these situations. They will reach out, and the idea is this. The influencer with a large following that warrants this will reach out to the restaurant, ask, hey, whatchamacallit? Reach out to the restaurant, say, hey, I have a large following, and I do food reviews. I would love to review your restaurant. I will come over. You make me whatever I ask for, and then I will do a fair review on your restaurant. Where'd she go? There she is. And that's usually how it goes. So she did. She came. They agreed. She came. Ordered $200 worth of food. $200. Okay? Asked for to-go boxes, left a $6 tip, and then ghosted them. Didn't say a word. The owner's son continually reached out, sent her emails, sent her messages, this, that, and the other. Never heard anything back. Well, they were done with that. So, they released a video calling her out. The next day, miraculously, she remembers them. This was like a couple of weeks or months had passed between when she'd gone and when, oh, bad idea, rude, fucked up. You guys haven't heard the total. Because now she remembered them. and she leaves a negative review. And this is not the first time she's done it. There were other people in the comments saying, oh, I remember her. She did the same thing to my family at my restaurant. She left a 1-star review, said the food was bad. She didn't like it. She didn't want it. Da-da-da-da-da. Well, then she got backlash because Goob got involved. You guys all know Goob. If you don't, Goob is a very big, we'll just say influencer for lack of a better term, and he calls out bullshit. He usually calls out, oh no, yes, exactly. Yeah. When I tell you, Black Cats is right, but wait, there's more. You guys are not ready for the twist in this story, because I wasn't. All right? So her boyfriend, he got like 200,000 followers. She's got 44,000 followers. They shut down all the comments on their social media, but keep posting like 5 or 6 times a day. Famita posts like, I think something like 10 times a day. All automated, never her talking. Just words on a screen while she's doing random shit. Okay? She messages back out to them. I was sick. I didn't get to you guys. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to make an honest review. If you take down your negative videos, I've already taken down my review. They didn't take down the video. She offered to pay them. They didn't take her money either. So we think that this is just them getting their revenge now, right? Out of the side, out of the woodwork, out of the wings, steps young Miss 11. And Miss 11 has a far more nefarious story to talk about with Miss Famita. Famita killed her dog. Let that sink in. You see, Famita does a little bit of business venturing on the side. She also babysits with Rover. And Miss 11 was going to meet her parents for 10 days. She went on Rover. She found Famita. And Famita told her, do not schedule it through Rover. Just go directly through me. First red flag. Never do that. Never do that. Her young Siberian Husky, JC, was left in Famita's care for that 10 days. And at first, Famita, yes, when I tell you this took a wild turn, you're not ready for this because we are not done. It is not just that the dog died. It's even crazier. Okay? Famita, once she got the dog in her care, did not send any updates, did not send any photos. 11 had to keep asking. Finally, she got a couple of blurry photos of her dog on, you know those temporary blue leashes that they use at the vet, the cinch leash, to bring your dog in and out? He had that. A couple of blurry photos. She would sometimes get a couple of updates, but nothing major. On day 9, when she's coming back into town, Famita messages 11 and tells her JC has passed away in her care. A perfectly healthy young dog, just dead. And when they brought her dog, he was wrapped in a black trash bag and stuffed in a Coach suitcase. And they rolled him to her on the streets of New York City like he was lost luggage. And when the vet observed JC's body, He said, this dog did not just die. This dog's been dead for a few days. And this poor girl was too scared to speak up. Who's going to believe this nobody? So I want you to think about this. We went from this girl just being a scummy scammer to a pet murderer. And here's the thing. When JC came back, where's his collar? He had an expensive custom collar. Gone. Makes you wonder, where did she send this dog? Who was she sending this dog to? See, he came back whole, Dylan. His carcass came back whole. Just wrapped in a bag. So what were they doing? What would you do in 9 days to kill a dog that's young and healthy? So I don't know if 11's done a full autopsy. I hope she does. But this is getting insane. And they robbed and murdered. They robbed this woman of her dog. They murdered her dog. And now they have a habit of robbing and scamming all these small restaurants in New York City. Though I don't currently have a full grasp of what the specific trigger is at the moment. It could be anything, honestly. Will legit fuck her up. Absolutely. Poison. But the thing is, starvation can take a long time. And for an extremely healthy dog, yes, he could be at death's door, but I've seen dogs last months without essential food. Yes, we've heard about this. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Yeah, she claims the dog died the day she came back, but it did not. The vet confirmed it did not. So when I tell you, and here's the thing, right? The only reason this all came to light is because Joey Swole and Goob decided to defend this restaurant. And when that happened, Goob got wind from what 11 said about the dog. And now, Jonas Black is getting involved. Like, he directly told me, to me, he's going after the bitch. And I'm thrilled. I'm here, but also just sort of eavesdropping in the situation because my mom and my dad's cousin are already down there trying to console the poor man. I hope your dad's doing okay, honey. It's a hard time right now for you. I know that, Emo. It's okay, honey. We are in a crisis here in Emo's household. I know, baby. But I just recorded about it last night. It's one of the videos that I made last night. So now I'm going to hold off on that one because I want to get all the information before I release the video. So stay tuned for that one. Like, there's a lot of shit going on. Tess Holliday is actively losing weight. Jordan Underwood went out. She lost weight. I've seen several influencers going into the restaurant and paying and providing honest reviews. Exactly. Like, I'm so glad the restaurant got the help they needed. I just feel so bad that for 11, there's... What do you do for that? Nothing is going to bring her puppy back. Nothing is going to bring her dog back. And so it's horrible. It's tragic. What do you do? What do you do with that? And so, you know, it's disgusting creatures like her and her boyfriend. And like I said, they're still posting like nothing is wrong. They are still posting like, it's all good. What does it matter? They have their comments off, though, on everything. You look at every single social media platform they have, and they have turned off all comments. So they are true cowards. They are true cowards. Catatonia. Who's in a catatonic state. Can she seek legal action? Maybe. She is supposed... Like, that is one of the videos that I'm working on, guys. They could try to charge him, but the thing is, I don't know. See, I don't know. Because they went through it privately without Rover, that could actually... It could screw her over. Who knows? That requires a full autopsy first. It's been a crazy week. We've got Tess Holiday losing weight. We've got influencers murdering people's dogs. We have got the Epstein files getting released. We have got Donald Trump going down on Bill Clinton. It is a crazy week. Crazy. No, what I'm saying is it's a form of catatonic. I know. If it's New York, they don't have any strong animal rights laws there. I don't know. I genuinely don't. New York is a cesspit. It is a cesspool. It is a dangerous place. Oh, you know what else happened? Mamdani backed out on everything he said. Plus, most states treat your pet the same as a handbag because by law, most animals are a possession, not a living being. You know, it's very hard to change that. Oh, but other news. Florida is getting rid of their income. No, not their income tax. Their property taxes. That's crazy. Okay. Start with there. Oh, what else happened this week? Crazy shit. I was just thinking of all the crazy shit and then somebody absolutely, No. It's the second one, Chaco. Like, no joke. Not a joke. Look. A politician lying? Wild. Yeah, Mamdani had to back up on everything he said. Everything. He started asking for donations. He started telling people, you got to start paying for it again. Oh, he had to backtrack on the, whatchamacallit. Didn't New York just put Muslim police force in? Yeah. No, Linda, I haven't gotten anything, honey. I haven't gotten anything in the mail. What? A Muslim not holding values against the Islamic views? I'm shocked. Oh, no, that's not even the worst of it. He literally, they found out he was lying about this whole aunt thing that he's been talking about. The higher hourly wage. Completely just that. In the last week, the penny has gone out of circulation. There is no more pennies being minted ever. I'm going to Google this when I'm working tomorrow. Yeah, pennies are officially out of circulation. Is it another Labubu? Shut up, Hunty. No Labubus. Let me see. What else? Oh, you know what? I haven't checked, so it might be what New York actually got Sharia police. Something like that. It's weird. It said it delivered. I'll have to check the box. Because I didn't check. I'll have to make a call. What did Trump say when he got the ball? It was in an email, so nothing has been confirmed yet. But still. I'm so glad Mike Harlow left New York. A lot of people left New York, but we still got some of our compatriots there, like poor Moon. She's stuck in New York. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Who heard about Hassan? Hassan got arrested by the CCP. After glazing China. He got the man crying fascism. Actually got arrested in China by actual fascists because he dared to have a meme of Mao Zedong on his phone. Got hair in my mouth. Let's go. Yes, he actually got arrested on live stream. They literally took his camera and turned it off, and they arrested him. He was released later, only so he could do an interview with a known CCP operative, a journalist known for making CCP propaganda. And he had another CCP operative just walk into his hotel room and bug everything. And now he openly admits all of his streams are monitored by the CCP. He even got ran over for them afterwards. When I tell you the hilarity of it all, I don't even know if he's going to be able to get back into America. I have zero idea. But I am curious to see if he's allowed to, because he essentially was out there performing treason. Legit, the communists are babysitting him, right? Right? It's amazing. Oh, also, Chaco, I heard a little bit of a story coming out of your country, ma'am. Supposedly, the free citizens of Ireland are getting ready to overthrow the government. I heard about that last night. Kind of crazy. Jack got arrested. I did not know that happened recently. I did not even look at the video because it was coming up at the same time of whatchamacallit. It was coming up at the same time of Hassan's. So I was like, I didn't even pay attention to it because I barely know who Jack Doherty is. Surprise, surprise, surprise to a lot of people, sadly, right? Treason, yes. Is anyone shocked that Hassan would perform treason? Or commit? Not perform. You get what I'm saying. You laugh, but that's what they posted, so I wasn't sure. That's why I'm asking. Believe it when I'm a part of it. Girl! They were saying that for Yonks. Yeah, but they finally released a declaration, like an official declaration. I guess he was pissed because netizens of China knew Asmongold. Yes! He did. He got so mad. I found that so funny. Speaking of the Irish Revolution, who has heard what's happening in Mexico? Bruh, viva la Mexico! That twist was so out of left field, had to make popcorn. 2025, the year Gen Z overthrows actual governments. I mean, first it was Nepal, and I gotta say, I was absolutely yes for Nepal. And now Mexico is doing it. To say I am proud of Mexico is putting it lightly. What happened in Mexico? What happened in Mexico? They are overthrowing the government. They stormed the palace. They are going after the president of Mexico because after there was literally just one. We're talking one single mayor in Mexico who was anti-drug cartel. The drug cartel very publicly executed him on All Souls. And Day de los Muertos. They killed him in public. It's on video. They just walked up and assassinated him. His wife has been made mayor instead. And the government, Trump, after hearing about the assassination, offered his help to the Mexican people. Because the thing is, this isn't just a Mexico thing. The cartels are also affecting America. Okay? So Trump offered to help. There was literal fist fights in the Mexican Congress and Senate over this. Literal fist fights for the pro and anti-cartels. And the mayor is out there saying, well, the cartels are people too. We can't just kill them. And that's all the youth of Mexico needed to hear. Because they were already protesting people immigrating to Mexico, the irony of it all. They were already protesting about they didn't want gringos coming in. They did not want Americans coming in. They did not want anyone coming into Mexico. They wanted to keep Mexico Mexican. And I agree. They deserve that sovereignty. That's their country. They deserve to say, hey, we don't want our people coming in. I support any country saying that because I support my own country saying that. Why wouldn't I support any other country doing that? President Trump offered to help the Mexican people, but he's racist. Who the hell is pro-cartel in Mexico? The president of Mexico. Scheinbaum. That's who they are going after. She denied the help, but the people of Mexico want the help. So right now, we are at this place where Trump's offering to help wipe them out. America deserves to be American, like Mexico deserves to be Mexican, and Canadians deserve to be Canadian. Exactly. And that's the thing. So right now, a lot of those Viva la Mexico people, the people wanting to support Mexico and loving Mexico, a lot of them are dead ass silent about all this. I don't hear anybody. Not all of you side with me politically. None of you heard about this. Think about that. No major networks are talking about it. There was bombing. There was riots. There was fires. They had to literally pull out. Do you know the old, I forget what it's called right now, but it's when they take the shields and they overlap them and they create that giant shield. The Mexican police were doing that to protect themselves from the protesters. It's a literal uprising. It is a literal uprising happening right now. I've seen the leaked videos of what some of the monsters have done to people, and honestly, calling the monsters to be an insult to monsters, I know. Yeah, I'm finding out through Instagram. Shockingly enough, Instagram has been much more lenient on the content lately. A lot more shit gets through than it used to. Didn't hear a word about it till now. How sad is that? Bet you heard about the ICE raids in Charlotte, though. Bet you all fucking heard about that. Even though we literally had a serial killer who was illegal, killed 3 people across the region just last month. We had a legal migrant get murdered just the same exact week Charlie Kirk got murdered. Murder in Charlotte has gone up 200%. Hello, Barbara. Instagram smelling what's in the air. For now, as it stands right now, our people want Ireland for the Irish, but according to our Prime Minister, us Irish are mongrels. And I have heard point blank that Irish people are second in line to any migrants when it comes to any help. When it comes to housing, schooling, all of it. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. You're expected to pay the taxes but not reap the benefits? That's bullshit. But legit, when I try to explain what happened in Nepal to my fam, first thing they say is new leader elected via Discord was when it doesn't count. It does count. They decided that. If the people of Nepal have become the government and they decide that is how they're going to elect their first new leader, that's it. There's no government. Why would it not count? Right. The American mainstream media is the enemy of the people, but sure, leftists keep clapping for the late night bozos, right? ICE raids, no. Mexican cartels, yes. Irish have been getting thrown shade for centuries, dog. True. But I will tell you right now, guys, when I tell you this timeline is it's crazy. It is crazy. We got told to remove the St. George and Union Jack flags. Yes, we get told the same. We get told that flying our flags is racist. that it is a racist hallmark or dog whistle. It's a racist dog whistle to fly the American flag. Fuck you. Also, did I already tell you about how I was called Confederate on Facebook because I made fun of Kimmel's long weekend? Oh, God. Yep, apparently it's a thing where newly independent countries inadvertently replace their suppressor. Crazy how that works. Crazy how they don't want to keep the same bad government they had, so they replace it with someone who's voted in. Heaven forbid you have pride in your country. I know. I know. I understand. This is the world we're living in, guys. Because they literally, I forgot who it was, but one of these big financial groups released a list of what the world is going to be like by 2045. And the very first thing on the list is, you will own nothing and be happy. Fuck you. Not gonna lie, I low-key want a Confederate flag just to see how people would piss off, right? About Saudi and Warner Brothers? No, I did not. I wasn't lucky enough to be born American. I had to become American. I fly that flag 366 days a year. She makes sure to include them. Pride in my country? Gay. The American flag is racist, yet those riots, ICE protests in LA, waving the flags of Mexico. Everyone's saying the same things. You know what's super refreshing? Watching Mexicans defend Mexico with Mexican flags. It is so nice to see a country protest in favor of their own country. It's refreshing. Patriotism is only allowed for certain people. Same thing with safety. And I know. I have nothing and not happy. What happens now, Project 2030, for real. For real. But again, guys, I'm just an evil MAGA, woman-hating, self-hating woman. Oh, you don't want to live by the laws we escaped from and don't want to be want to be our wage blood banks? You racists! It's insane. It's insane. Let me tell you something, guys. It's been a wild week. We had a couple weeks where we were nice and quiet. And then the world decided to explode again. It's nuts. Supposedly Saudi is looking to buy Warner Brothers. You know what I would love for us to do? I would love for us to stop allowing foreign nations to buy major entertainment things here in the U.S. Oh, that was a big one. The BBC getting sued. Finally, there is proof that it was a hoax about January 6th. Ironic it's happening when yes, the digital ID. Oh my God. That is they already have that in China and it's horrible. Why would we bring it anywhere else? It's all fuel for Thanksgiving. Political arguments for real. Our president election was a joke as well. 50% of the population didn't vote. And usually we have less than 1% of the spoiled votes. 15% spoiled votes. You can bet our ass I did too. Not to mention our native soil. Girl. I wish foreign companies couldn't buy land here. I hate that they can. My town is a state. In my state, sold a bunch of land and water rights to the sea. Yes, that was what I was talking about. It's disgusting. Why? Why are we allowed to do that? Why are they allowed to do that? That is our land. You are literally allowing foreign adversaries to purchase our land. How is that okay? I kind of miss being in the Redwoods with almost zero signal, trying to defend wildlife. Being disconnected was so low. Thank you. And retards of people are calling xenophobic. No, I don't want to, unless I am a private citizen who is just buying a private residence, there is zero reason. Zero for me to own land in any other country. Zero. Especially if it's government If it's a private citizen, that is vastly different. When it is a government, why? Why? Random facts. If that's what they want, have every country get overthrown by their people just to swoop in later quietly? I guess so. The problem is whenever you disrupt, there's a vacuum, no matter what. Not to mention big corporations buying our homes. That is another thing I wish they... I feel we should get rid of eminent domain. I feel we should get rid of it. It should not exist anymore. I want to get rid of squatters' rights. I want to get rid of eminent domain. And I want to get a big ban on giant corporations buying swaths of land, ruining farmland and everything else for affordable housing. Because you know what Starman pointed out? He's passed out, so he won't be able to, elaborate on it. But I'll have to look it up. You know, when Starman and I moved here, our rent was $525. $525. That exact same apartment is $1,700 now. Do you know what changed? A Democrat got in office. I heard that a lady couldn't build a small home on a 35-acre land. Yeah, it wasn't zoned. Exactly. Of course, the same town that elected a trans woman twice who has been arrested for having... Yes, there's been a lot of that lately, too. Can't wait for one woman to wear a burqa. Yes, fuck the corporals. And mind you, you guys know that I'm all about capitalism and corporations making their money. I'm all about that. I am all about that because I believe in people making their own money independently and creating their own empire, if you will. What I am not about is these companies making monopolies, coming in and swooping up purely so they can screw over everybody and double their money. I don't like that. For real right now, my little area is fighting against this developer trying to build. It's happening all over the country. That is not just one area. This is happening in so many parts of the country. I've heard stories from the Carolinas, from New York, all over the Midwest, Washington, California. I've heard about it everywhere. This is happening. And why? Especially if you look towards Colorado, Montana, because what they're doing is they're shipping large swaths, or they were, of these people who were not sovereignty. What were they seeking? Asylums. Okay. They were sending these people there. The world is burning. It's Memester Me. The thing is, I do believe we may have reached it in time. I do. I think they were on the way and they did not expect people to fight back. There's a lot of bad people trying to do bad things, and it's really hard to stop that. You're getting me fired up, but alas, I gotta chill so I can sleep before it's Wednesday. True. But yeah, guys, it's crazy. Oh, and now people are mad that Trump lifted some of the tariffs. Thought you guys didn't like him. Stay weird, stay safe, stay free. Love you, Chaco. It's an insane time, kids. It is an insane time. I'll be the first to say it. It is absolutely crazy what's going on. Viva la Revolution! Yes. Yes. Because at the end of the day, I do believe that America has gotten a little too soft. We're letting countries like Mexico and Nepal just absolutely body us in terms of bravery. We're the land of the free, the home of the brave, and they're fighting back harder than we ever have in the last few years. I kind of want to be that guy from Up where I hold out until I can max the sail, then just move to Trinity. Because there's nothing out there but like rocks and trees. Not for long. What made him lift the tariffs? I haven't checked enough. I just know that he lifts some. They just hate Trump to hate Trump. Absolutely. Absolutely. Some of those girls on that post I was talking about, as soon as they found out I was Republican, oh, I was just a disgusting piece of shit. I was the most unoriginal thing, a maggot. A maggot. The way they put it is just weird. Because they put MAGA and then an additional AT. So it's maggot. It doesn't roll. Penny getting a good scratch. She's getting ready to settle back down. Let's watch. Tell me that isn't adorable. Penny. Little ear twitch. She will sit on the sink in the bathroom and scream for hours for me. Because she wants to be close to me. She doesn't want to be held right now. She just wants to be close to me. So she gonna sit there. Because she's right behind me. And I'm right here. And what she'll often wait for at night is me going into the bedroom. But now that I'm doing this, sometimes I'll be up late. So, and it's really funny, guys. I will get the entourage. I will get the whole litany of children. So usually, and you'll see it when you see the videos, they were acting like absolute assholes last night. They were having parkour all over the house. They were knocking shit down. They were ricocheting off the walls. They were chasing after the laser lights. I'm trying so hard to concentrate. I've got Jupiter and Adija walking up to me wondering what's going on. I've got Gorian walking up between the computers staring at me like, are you almost done? Are you almost done? Like it was bad. Now, there's zero industry or tourism there. People complaining about how there's nothing to do and no one lives out there. Yeah, right now, guess what? Vegas and LA were both deserts at one time with nothing. It's only a matter of time, babe. Have you had Turkish food or kebabs? Yes. I only like the lamb. I'm not big on Turk food. It's not my thing. What is with cats named Penny and separation anxiety? Well, in her case, she was abandoned as a kitten. That's why. I'm simply an art teacher, but the amount of screaming I want to do in the classroom about critical thinking skills and thinking with your brain. The algorithm has absolutely fucked children over. Absolutely. Without a doubt. I know, darling. What I'm saying is there's all these different things. You think they just won't cut down trees? They cut down the Amazon to build a highway for a pro-eco conference to save the trees. Ma'am. They cut down thousands of trees for miles of road that was not needed so they could land their super jets to talk about how to save nature. You can tell which kids are iPad kids. True. They complain about Republicans causing the shutdown. Oh, please. The shutdown ending. Do you notice how everyone just shut up? You notice everyone just like zipped a lip? Because literally it got proven that it wasn't the Republicans. It was the Democrats. Hypocrisy right there. Exactly. So don't think because you've got a ton of trees or nature or anything, it is not a matter of if, it is a matter of when, if we keep on this trajectory. The amount of arguing I have to do, I am so glad that I rejected everyone's idea for me to be a teacher. So glad. So fucking glad. Because I'm pretty sure I'd be in jail. I don't know who I would have fought, but I'd have fought somebody. You guys, I need another coffee. So, I do have a tragic story. I had a travesty fall upon me. About 5 days, I woke up at 4:50 in the morning to see Starman standing in my kitchen, and I hear glass clinking. And what he was holding in his hands was my Hershey mug. In about 9 pieces. Someone, I don't know who, had ripped it from the table and shattered it across the floor while we were sleeping. So I no longer have my giant mug, which gives me enough honey to heal my throat. And I feel bad because my mother-in-law bought me that. I got permission from Starman because I worked so hard last Friday and I got enough tips. I actually was able... Yes! Raven knows me so well. I immediately went on Etsy because I found out a lot of people resell Etsy. And you know what? I don't hate that because I found the mug and I ordered it. I don't know when it's getting here. But I ordered it. And yes, the Hershey mug, it lived a bold life, but it is getting replaced. It is on the way. And then, to ease my sorrows, I went on Mercari and I went on Etsy and I found everything for my Pioneer Woman. Now Star needs cameras for the house. I had a camera right on there and I didn't think about it. Oh my God, Linda, you are right. There's a camera pointed right at the table. I don't know. Etsy was for homemade vintage stuff to begin with, so slay, right? So I was very sad. I was very sad because that's how I get my honey. So to begin with, I wasn't getting enough of my honey, and the honey I had wasn't potent enough. So I got a bit like sadness, but immediately being able to find the mug on Etsy and having it on the way here, Starman was so sad. I woke up to the clinking of the glass. He didn't want to tell me at first. But he didn't even fight me on it. We were just like, yep, we're going to order another one. Check the footage. I'm almost certain I know who it was. Because, and here's what I will say. Because I am a woman of accountability, it is partially my fault. I have to own up to it. It is partially my fault. You see, as you guys know, I recently meal prepped. I can't move now because she has huddled herself to use me as a, great. Anyways, what was I saying? I lost the train of thought completely. What was I saying, kids? Oh, yeah. As you all know, I did all that meal prepping. And I made my breakfast burritos. So the way the breakfast burritos are designed is that they steam in the parchment paper. So what I had done is, at the time, my knees were hurting. So I had tucked the parchment paper underneath my mug. And I forgot it was there. And if I think my burrito's delicious, clearly someone else would. So they sniffed out the little tiny corner of parchment paper underneath the mug, and they yanked it out, and the mug went rolling. I just know this is how it happened, and smashed on the floor. By law, the sleeping kitty behind means she can't move. Right now, I can't. Because with Penny, she'll flail. It'll be bad. But let me call Starman because he is out like a light. I can tell he's out like a light because I don't hear gaming. I don't hear the clicking of anything, which means he's just asleep. I swear, if sleep was a person, he would leave it for me. He would leave me for it. See, you really can't help but use glass. I can hear his phone ringing. He is not waking up. Okay, Google. I wish to make a broadcast.
What message would you like to broadcast?
Wake up! Wake up!
I can't can't broadcast across different homes, bedroom mini and main home.
Now let's see. She won't do it now. It's all right. I'll just call Starman again. Starson should have gone to forensic science with them deduction skills. Well, it's obvious. Husband, I need you. Now, he just woke up, so he gonna be grumpy, but it's okay. That's why I can't do glass cups. Cats, zoomies are too unpredictable and it'll cause... See, the thing is, this wasn't zoomies, though. This was pure gluttony. That's what this was. I need another cup of coffee, my love. Yes, my throat hurts. Please. I love you so much. You're so handsome. I should try to do like a compilation of me asking for coffee on stream. I know I've done this more than at least 3 times. At the bare minimum. I love you. Will you do it for me? I hear you moving. Thank you. Girl, what is she doing back there? She's getting like... The worst thing is now my butt's going numb because I have to sit a certain way. I'm gonna move forward, Penny. Penny, I'm moving forward. Look at how she's like, no. Let me see something really quick, kids. Oh, I gotta stand up. Ow! I might have to raise the chair just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because it's a little low. And I'm still getting used to it. Where's the handle? Alright, I think that's enough. What do you think, Penny? Let's find out. Okay. This is still pretty low. And they just went all the way back down. Let me find out. Yeah, it just essentially went all the way back down. That ruined my moment. No mushroom coffee. Ew. What, Penny? I'm trying to figure this out together, kid. Oh, it is getting warm in here, though. It is getting warm up in here. Okay. Saying coffee for 6 hours. Oh my God, imagine. Imagine. Okay. I think this is the slightly better height. What? Please let that be the mic and not your knees. No. That crack. Well, it might be my knees. I don't know. What'd you hear? The real star sun is only 2 inches tall. Bite me. No, you might be hearing Penny crack. She's scratching. Yeah, you're that crackling you're hearing is her. See? She's digging in her clipped claws. Hard. I may have to switch my shirt though. I just realized if I drink coffee, I'm gonna get sweaty. Animals are smarter than we give them credit. Spot looked at me and peed on my DVD stack because I wasn't giving attention. No, that is just cause and effect. So dogs and cats will do that. So animals will absolutely do a cause and effect if they think that they're not getting attention. Penny is actually very smart. So as you guys know, she is not real good at using the proper litter box. However, she did get smart again. How'd she get smart again? My clever little girl realized that I don't like her peeing on the sink. I have found out she literally will pee in the sink now. I don't love it, but it's way better than her going to the bathroom anywhere else in the house. These have a family dog. If you wonder what I'm looking for, I'll try to look for another shirt. I might have to go get a different shirt really quick. Because I'm getting really warm. Hold on. I'm going to turn off the camera for a second, kids. I leave Penny to all of you for a moment. Ow. Hello, Ryan. Bro, I just suddenly got so sweaty. I know, Ryan. I see. Oh, really? What you talking about? What you saying to me, Dante? Being bad? Making messes? I see a mess. I know. Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello. Hello, everybody. I know, Lori. Hello. I know. I know. I see you, Ryan. Ugh. Okay. I'm a little more breathable now. Whew. I'm back. Zero fan service chat. Nope. I'm all about me. Whew. Because I wasn't sure I was going to drop shirt right here. That's why I turned off the camera. I wasn't sure I was going to pull off my shirt right here and have Starman bring me one. Or if I was going to get up and get it myself. But then I started getting really warm. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Turn off the camera. I'm doing it on my own now. Who always peed on his electronics. And that could be down to smell. And it could be down to threat. So dogs will do that because of some kind of threat or fear. And they do also do it to get attention. Greta would always get cat poop back in the day. And she wouldn't eat it. What this bitch would do is she would go into the cat room. She would retrieve her, the cat poop, walk into the living room, and drop it. That's it. That's it. It's crazy. My hair is wild right now. Huh, Penny? My hair is going wow. Penny. Yeah. To the bookies in chat, thoughts on damsel in distress media? What do we mean? What's damsel in distress? Like the actual theme or what? I'm confused. I am confused. I still get down my cute little booties though, because they really do just like, and they keep almost disappearing. Starman will I will send him to the laundromat to do the laundry. And then he comes back and it's always like, it's a search. We can't find one of my booties. And these are adorable. And I love these booties. That's a nice, it's mustard. I have discovered that mustard yellow is theoretically my color. And that's actually, so I looked it up. That is the Italian in me because my undertones are olive and actually tan, which is why it is hilarious to me that I hate being tan. I find it so funny. But a lot of my blood is Sicilian, I found out, and Southern Italian. So, Raven, corny, and boring. The trope is a classic. Damsel in Distress is classic. Come on, guys. I don't mind the trope in Disney films. I think it's good. I think it is within reason. You know, obviously, not every story does well with a damsel in distress. This is true. I think that sometimes the reverse damsel in distress, where it's the girl saving the guy, I think it all depends on the character building, on the story. I just like good stories. I mean, you guys all know that one of my favorite games is Horizon Zero Dawn. She is not the damsel in distress. Technically, everybody else is. But she saves a lot of damsels in distress, man and woman, so who knows? I wish I could be a DID and find my Colonial Brandon, Colonel Brandon. Sadly, I have a guardian angel who makes sure I avoid traffickers and wildlife doesn't maul me. I miss classic tropes of old movies. I miss the creativity around it. That's what I miss. I miss the creation. Did anybody see the preview for the live action Moana? What did they do to that girl's face? What is going on up here? It's so bad. Everyone thought it was AI. Every comment section that wasn't where the video was posted and it wasn't directly Disney, everyone was like, oh my God, AI's gone too far. Oh, this is so AI. And I'm like, no, it's worse. It's real. It's worse than AI. This is legit. Speaking of games, what's your take on playing Doom? Doom's amazing. I'm just not good at it. Live action Moana. Yeah, they started filming it 2 years ago. They kissed the brick! Why another live action? Because they already started filming it, so why not? Essentially. That's why. Go away. Get rid of this. Oh my God. There's this name up and I don't know how to get rid of it. God almighty. Moana isn't even a decade old. I know. And what's the one? I'm not even as upset about it. There's another one they're doing. It's a live action of, I want to say Sleeping Beauty, called Aurora, but they're making it, I want to say it's based in Mexico. I don't know. I'm not even mad about that. That's what I wanted them to do with The Little Mermaid, you know? My intention of them to handle Little Mermaid was, you know what you can do? Redo the story. Make it a modern interpretation. I'll take that. They should have done it with Little Mermaid. That's what they should have done. That's what they should have done. So is Dwayne playing Maui? Yes. Yes. I don't know what they did to that girl. They're getting to play Moana. Oh my God. At the end when they show her, it's supposed to be this big reveal. Guys, it's rough. It's rough. Vocally, if that's her singing, she sounds phenomenal. She looks terrible. Terrible. The wig is terrible. The outfit is terrible. Whatever makeup they did to her forehead is terrible. She looks like a Neanderthal. And I know that's not what she looks like. Whatever they did to her was terrible. The fact that Hollywood can't create new, the man be smitten from the moment he see his girl, but he wants so much for her just to be happy, even if it's not with him, my heart. Hi, honey. We should do a compilation of how many times I've asked you for coffee over the years.
Do you want to make a 2-hour-long video?
That's what Auntie said. She said it's going to be a 6-hour video of me going coffee, coffee, coffee. Baby, I love you. Listen, I know that I'm being a pick-me and that you don't pay any attention to me. No, I need a kiss! I gotta fix this too.
I can shut you up by just walking away.
Thank you. There's another Alice film? Is there another Alice in Wonderland film? Honey, you're my researcher. Look that up. With the hair, yeah. It's a wig on him too. They didn't just... No, that's... The worst thing is that's like her... I think that's supposed to be her curly. We demand a coffee compilation. It would take me a week, I think. She has super curly hair. And now the stream is R-rated. Hold on. I need to show you guys. I need to show you guys. Don't ask me why I looked over at the mirror like you're all there. I need to show you guys. I'm not going to pull it up on here. If I pull it up on here, it should be able to bypass what I'm trying to bypass. Oh, I hate this. There's this, rescue page I found called How Haven. They're not the actual rescue. That's the worst thing of it. They just snatch the most popular videos they find online and repost it. It's so disgusting. I hate it. Oh, guys, I found another Billy while I was gone. Dang, the face is gone. Oh, God, I love this. I love this, guys. They are now telling me that bow down to us, obey, and give up your stupid asshole. You guys, this is beautiful. I'm gonna... You guys, I found another lover. Found someone to love me. Of course it's gonna be a musical. Wait, the new Alice in Wonderland film? Hold on, I'm trying to find the new Moana song, the new Moana. I'm shocked Hunty has not messaged me once. It's at least a completely unique retelling. I hope so. That'd be nice, but no dice. We gon' doubt. We pressin' doubt. Disney. Let's click on Disney. I'm gonna click on it. I'm gonna fast forward all the way to the end. Look at this poor girl. What did they do to her? They gave her a 5 head. Hold on, I'm gonna rewind it just a little bit. I'll let the camera catch up to it. There's the rock. And there she is. People saw this. They saw this. And they deadass thought it was AI. They deadass thought it was AI. It looks like they actually morphed that poor girl's face. Who is she? I'm gonna look up an actual photo of this child, okay? Who is playing Moana in the live action? Oh my God, they did this poor child dirty. Look at that side by side. They did that poor child dirty. They did her solidly dirty. They did her solidly dirty. You can literally see right in the middle of her forehead in the Moana costume. That means they must have put a full-faced wig that drags it all the way down to here. You can literally see there's a line in her forehead. That's probably makeup. No curls. How is it she has actual curls? They could have left her with her natural hair and it'd have been better. Who the fuck did the hair and makeup? It's her. She looks so washed out. They could have kept her looking as is, as she'd have looked 10 times better. What the fuck are they doing to this child? What in the actual fuck? Catherine, fire your agent. Those aren't curls. The Moana one's baby waves. Her actual hair is curls. That's insane. That is horrible. That is a travesty. That is a travesty. That is absolutely horrible. I'm disgusted. Disgusted. I was hoping there was an update on the Famita thing. That's why they should stick to fucking animation. Thank you. Thank you. You think media taught kids to not like vegetables? There's a lot of things kids don't like because of the media. I don't know, baby. I'll tell you why they probably did that. It's because curly hair doesn't look the exact same every day. They still failed. I would rather it be if it's a live action, you're subject to live action restrictions. I am not understanding. I'm just not understanding. I am not in the understanding mood. We will put it that way. I am not in the understanding mentality or Facebook or anything. Think about all the characters we created. Hollywood would be sure to destroy them all. Yes. You want to know how Hollywood's destroyed shit? Do you know what I have been watching on YouTube, which is absolutely phenomenal, and it's disgusting that it's phenomenal? Found footage for Jurassic Park. All made by private third-party people. 10 times more thriller and scary than anything they've released in the last 3 films. And I eat that garbage. That's my kind of garbage. It's trash. And I love it. But when I tell you, they have made it so nonsensical. They have made it so stupid. Like, they just throw out logic and reason, and they toss in the most random of ideas, and you can see it's such a cash grab, which is so dumb, because you have actual, like, you have comic books, you have actual books you can go buy. They ruin it. That requires risk, I know. Everything that you see now, they won't. And I told you guys, I talked about this. I even said it to one of the major animators in the industry. Agree with me. They will not risk anything. Everything is for the safe dollar. They would rather gut the industry, ruin it all, and sanitize it just to ensure that safe buck. It's disgusting. Because the problem is, right now, they're playing it safe, and all they're really doing is they're becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's why they're not making the money they used to make. That's logic. Yeah, I know. But the live action analogs, and there's several different channels that do it, they're good. They are good. Even though the acting in the ones from India, they leave a little bit to be desired. Some of them, all the acting leaves a little bit to be desired. However, the work, the dedication that goes into it, it's phenomenal. Impressive as fuck. Even nonsensical indie avant films are better than cash grabs. Exactly. There's so much. There's that video that comes out every so often, and it's using Please Bring Honor to Us from Mulan, and it showcases all of the modern animation, and I actually get teary-eyed whenever I watch it. I really do. And, you know, it's one of the things I want to do next. I've just got to, as you guys know, I haven't been drawing because I really am afraid to make room on this desk. There's why. I don't want anything to get destroyed on here, but I really do want to start doing animations. I pay for Clip Studio. I've got it here on the computer. I really need to just sit down and start doing it. And now I have a chair that I can actually do this shit in, and I'm going to be comfortable. Seemingly. I really want to get the one with the cushions, the cushioned, it's $120, and it has pocketed coils. I want to get that. There's a couple of things, because now, in other updates, Starman and I, we got the titles to the cars. So the payoffs have officially happened. They just haven't officially hit our credit scores yet. So I'm kind of really excited about that. And we got to do the donation thing soon, before the end of the fiscal year. So that way we can get the tax credits on the donating the cars, because I want them out of my fucking yard. I want that Elantra gone. I want that Impala gone. No, I've used it. Now, that's not true. I have used it. I have used Clip Studio. That is inaccurate. However, that being said. Oh, and somebody accused me of doing fat girl fan art today. Who am I doing fat? Can somebody... You guys usually keep track of my shit better than I do. Who have I done a fat girl fan art of? Besides myself. Tell me why horror is kicking butt this year. Because it's the only thing that's actually... Women use the Clip Studio. I know! But I don't know if my tablet works either. That's another thing I gotta look into. I'm contemplating just blowing... Like, I have a firm. I may do a payment plan on a really nice tablet and then just pay it off come tax turns. I don't know. We'll see. Because these tablets are old. They're like almost a decade old. And neither of them work. They got bugs. They've got issues. And I already told Starman the two things I need to do is I need to invest in a laptop. So that way I'm not completely beholden to the desktop. Because essentially, everything I edit with is here on my external hard drive. Exactly. I don't know what they were saying. I post it. I never know if you guys see it, but I do enjoy letting them know that, oh no, we're following it. And my favorite part is when, because the problem is usually where I'm saying this, it's where I have a very teeny tiny following. Like less than 1,000. And everyone's like, oh yeah, your followers. I'm like, oh, you're so precious. You think this is my only platform? The drama screenshots are a doozy to read through. Yeah. Fat girl fan art went. Exactly! I don't know who. They tried. The funniest thing, this is what I will tell you guys. The best part about pissing people off is, like, one, they all do the same exact lines. You ready for this? It's a script. They get the little list out and they go, you're a pick-me. You're a misogynist. You internally hate yourself. You're jealous. Oh, you want the attention too. Oh, your art sucks. Oh, you're an evil MAGA. Lather, rinse, repeat. They just say the same shit over and over again. And and what I've been saying to them now is like, what exactly is your goal here? You're saying the exact same thing the last 5 women said. Did I miraculously change my mind? You should be ashamed of yourself as an artist and a woman. Afanable. To all the animal lovers, don't watch Frankenstein 2025. Oh, God. I'm glad I don't watch those movies. Horror movies almost always have an animal death scene now. Let's just send the money her way. God almighty. Well, no, you know what? Hunty, you're the resident, you and Black Cats are the resident digital artists. Let's research together, kids. Let's research together. What is a really good drawing tablet? XP Pen has been my tablet of choice. They put animals because they can't kill kids in movies, right? Oh, it's Del Toro? Well, that's why. He loves killing everything. Guillermo del Toro is one of two things. When he does kid stuff, it's okay. When he does adult stuff, really, Huion. Touchscreen drawing tablet. Let's see. Because it's been, all right, so, girl, that Huion is $459. Which one do you have? I'm looking at a 16 2.5K Pro QLED fully laminated, $459. Fuck shit. A Huion Canvas 13 Gen 3. I don't know, girl. Right now I'm looking at this. The XP Pen is $199. I saw a kid get munched in a zombie movie. See, Wacom is the original. Okay, this Huion is $284. Lurking because my dad just got home, so I need to start making supper. Oh, I have the XP Pen anniversary one. It's $15. It needs to be a touchscreen one. I have the traditional drawing tablets. I can't use them. My brain, is not good with them. I can't do it. I use an iPad, but I previously have drawing tablet, Wacom, and XP Pen. XP Pen is pretty affordable. I have XP Pen and I love it, but it was buggy. However, I got it when it was still relatively new. This tablet is very old, the one I have. So I found the 15-inch Full HD, $284, originally $399. Touchscreen is probably for the best. I agree. XP Pen and Huion are the... Now, see, here's the thing. My experience with Huion so far has been positive. Because as you guys know, Starman got this little beauty for me for my birthday. Okay? And I really liked it. It's very dusty because I haven't been able to draw on it. But I've really liked this little drawing tab. So this is really good for part of it. But animation, I'm going to have to do tablet. I think mine is Canvas 16, though I don't know. That one was pricier. I was working at the time and had enough. See, I know that come tax turns I can afford it, but I want to start now. Because it's going to be the holiday season. Holiday season is when most people tune in. Hey, baby. Oh, God. Yeah, you love this new chair, don't you, buddy? Yeah? You can't have my coffee. You can't have my... What, your baby boy? Oh, did you just burp in my face, you disgusting piece of shit? Yes, you did. There. Digital art is not for me anymore, and that is fine. I prefer screen ones, but the problem is they require connecting by wire to your device. Usually one can be clunky if you're organized, if you're me and you can't keep shit organized. See, I'm very organized about that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm trying to find out. Canvas 12, Once Upon a Time, that's older. See, I'm trying to go for something newer so it'll last me a while. What, baby? But I'm giving you the scritchies and the scratchies. Yeah. Yeah. You're a bad boy. Yes, Penny's back there. What frustrates him when I do that is that he can't lick my mouth. That's what he's trying to do. Watch. He is actively fighting me because he wants to lick my mouth. Orion, where's Daddy? Where's Daddy? Do you want to go? Hold on. Wait. Orion, do you want to go outside? You want to go outside? You gonna go tell Daddy? Are you? Go tell him. Go tell Daddy. Do you see the turn? Black. Go tell Daddy, Orion. Go, 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 go. Baby. Dancing with the Ravens. I don't care. Put Luna down. I don't care. I don't want doo-doo in my house. She's always purring. If she's not purring, she's hissing. She only has 2 modes. Ugh. Worked great for 3D model making and Freud. See, and I just want to like... I have these tablets, and they're no longer useful. They're out of date. Booty mug kisses. Wants to live, but only for face kisses. He loves my face. And if you saw, he was trying to lick in there. Because he nasty. It was like $500 at the time. That's the price I'm looking at right now. See, I'm willing to do a Klarna if it means I can pay it off very quickly. Because whatever I get now, I'll just pay it off in tax returns. My budget, I don't know. I'ma be real honest. I don't know. I want to get something big and it's gonna last me a while. Like, I'm looking at this XP pen, 23.8 inch. It's really nice. It's originally 9. Right now it's 584. I don't know how long it's going to be like that. And I can get it on a payment plan where I can pay it off early. So these are things I'm looking at because if I'm going to be doing all this, I'm trying to invest in things. Like, my intention is to get that camera I told you about, guys, for the Logitech one that hooks onto the desk. My intention is to do this right, you know? Do a real right. I'm going to update everything. I'm going to paint these walls. I'm going to get everything all looking good. And I'm also going to update my tech because I've been doing this for a few years. And I'm possibly going to have to replace this because this has been having issues. But I don't know if that is actually having issues or it's just the port. I don't know. So I don't know. That doesn't help you. That is a big boy. It's a big boy. But I need that big. Because with digital, what always throws me off is that I'm always looking too up close at one small spot and I feel really closed in. And then when I pull it out, all of my proportions are off because I was so busy focusing on one little spot. That's why it helps me if I do the initial drawing in paper. Because then I'm looking at the whole thing and I'm able to visually process what I'm looking at. And I can fix it and I can edit it and I can make it okay. And then, excuse me, I can move on to the digital aspect. But when it comes to animation, I will not have that ability. I'm going to have to do it all on tablet. So, this is the stuff I'm looking at. Why is it saving it to the most ridiculous stuff? Has anyone having this problem with their with their Amazon? It is saving to the most ridiculous save lists. It's stupid. I'm looking at all these different things. Okay, fair. I've had nothing bigger than a 16-inch. Yeah, I want something bigger. And so I'm wanting you guys. I don't need anyone to buy it for me because I don't need no one else spending money on me. I already know the wheel's turning for you children. I like XP Pen. I like its interface. From what I've used of Kuyon, I like that too. It used to be so good. It is fucking lame now. I don't know what they did, but it's gay and lame. I don't know what they did. But, what I need to do is, look around, make a plan, and see if I can, possibly get one and then pay it off come tax returns. I don't know. We'll see. They're expensive. They're expensive for a reason, but they're expensive. And I already told Starman, one of the things we've got to get with tax returns is I need to get a good quality laptop that I can edit with. So that way, if I need to take it on the go, I have my external hard drive. I have my DaVinci already loaded on there. I'll have everything that I need. So if I want to, like, do a stream somewhere else, if I want to do anything anywhere else, if I want to edit in another room, if I, like, change the scenery, not just sit in here, I can do that. If I need to travel for whatever reason, or for instance, with my dad, girl, what are you doing? Penny. What are you doing? Girl. Why you being weird? Is you good? Ma'am? Is you good? She's being so weird right now. If you want a portable screen, 23 inches isn't going to be ideal. That's not the point. I'm talking like just in terms of... Wait, she hanging. I know her. She's literally hanging. Like, I'm talking in terms of everything. I'm talking in terms of, like... Linda! What? Don't encourage them! Linda! No! We look... Ma'am! And no, because Hunty gave me $5 earlier today. It is the holiday season. You have family to buy for, ma'am. Thanksgiving is next week. Thank you for the $50, Linda. Are you turning off the, Do you want to come turn off the... Linda's making me stutter! Hallway! Please. Thank you. What? It's for Orion. You lying piece of... What for Orion? Do tell. Do tell. What for Orion? Thank you, babe. Linda said, you family. Who wants a chew treat? My voice just broke. Give them a hoof. I don't want to gaslight him. Oh, Daisy. I know you came running in on that, didn't you? With tax returns, chat, throw money at Star now. He wants a PS4. We have 2 PS4s. PS5 is the new one. I have a PS4 up here, and Starman has a PS4 in the living room. You want to hear the story about this one? We are so proud of this PS4. Okay? So, as you all know, we got broken into back in 2016 twice. And they stole the PS4 and the PS3 and my Xbox. And I think it's something else, another video game system from us then that my mother all bought us. Okay? Keep up. Starman's mom replaced all those systems. Okay? So we got, and she was really smart. She got them all used. Fantastic. Okay. So we have it used. Linda, can I be family? Starman had a coworker who just gave him this PS4 Because he bricked it. And he couldn't figure out how to fix it. It took Starman 2 hours. And we got a brand new PS4 for $0. I was so stoked. I love getting that kind of shit. My Switch, which I'm so glad I have that Switch and not the new one. Fuck that. Moon and I talked about it when it came out. Bullshit. What they're doing to the customers, bullshit. So stupid. But yeah, so my PS4. How does one brick? I don't even know how the fuck he did it. How did he mess up this system, babe? The PS4 your coworker gave us. How did we fix it? Didn't he say he did that and it didn't work? So you just purposely didn't tell him. My baby. This girl right here, let me see if I can get the camera on her. See that girl right there? She is going to be anywhere between, I gotta get the fucking camera back up. Daisy! Daisy! They are all getting hungry. It's getting closer to dinner time. Not quite yet, but that's Daisy. So Daisy is between 14 and 15 years old. Okay? Does she move like a 14 or 15-year-old cat? Daisy! Hey, come here, baby. Come here. Oh, my beautiful girl. And the only reason her fur is messed up, she's gonna be so mad. Hold on. Daisy hates being held. Shh, 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 shh. Calm down. It's okay, baby. Does this look like a 15-year-old cat to you? It's okay, baby. Go ahead. Escape. She does. She will, because she didn't eat this morning. Okay? I don't know why. Daisy will sometimes just refuse to eat. She's very finicky. Yes, I do. I sing this. I absolutely 100% sing this to Daisy. I absolutely sing it to her. And I also sing, do a dollop of Daisy. Oh, she is beautiful. And that's her fur fucked up from the fleas. Okay, I want you to think about it. That's her fucked up from the fleas. She usually looks even better. Daisy is gorgeous. Okay? Here she comes around again, my beautiful girl. Daisy, the day I moved to North Carolina, I was standing in the front doorway of the first building of my apartment complex, and I hear screaming. I look over, and about 10 yards from me is a little calico girl. That little calico girl. Standing next to a tree, staring at me. And she is screaming bloody murder. She is shouting at me. She is shouting at me. So I was like, it's a kitty. Oh my gosh, it's a kitty. And so I stood up and took one step towards her, and this bitch bolted. Like she flew. And that started 9 months of me. And then there's Sonny. He's trying to chase the lights. Sonny. Sonny. What are you doing? That became 9 months of me getting her from yelling at me, because she would do it all the time, yelling at me across the parking lot, to letting me pet her. And I pet her. And she started desperately trying to be around me. So that first year we were there, 2013, she kept trying to call me out. She'd come and find me. I could summon her from anywhere in the neighborhood, and she would show up. But there'd be days that I wouldn't see Daisy. And so for that first year, I was trying so hard to find her a home. And then that first winter that I was there, She, like I told you guys, she was in a storm drain. I don't know if you guys remember the story. She was in a storm drain, and when she crawled out, she had icicles all down her back. And that's when I told Starman, we're not trying to find her a home anymore. We're getting her in here. We'll figure it out later. At the time, we only had 2 cats. Okay? We only had 2. We had Zorro, and we had Bob. Greta, stop. You got a bump right there. What did you do? Anyways. So, I lured her in with Thanksgiving turkey. Because you see, one of the reasons why we couldn't get Daisy inside is I couldn't get her to eat cat food. Now, why I couldn't get her to eat cat food is one of my neighbors was cooking her steak. And she wanted steak. She didn't want cat food. She didn't care how good it was. She didn't want it. So, when I got her the turkey and I got her inside, I quickly found out. Now, Daisy is a massive anxiety-ridden cat. Every once in a while, she'll desire cuddles. And she'll climb up on my shoulder or she'll lay on me. She will not let me hold her, but she will lay on me. And she takes her long-ass time getting there. So, and mind you, Daisy was territorial with me. She would, guys, it broke my fucking heart. I would go to work and my neighbors would say, she was calling for you. Guys, she would stand outside my apartment door and cry for me for hours. And mind you, back then I worked 24-hour shifts and Starman worked 2 jobs. So she might go days calling for us and we wouldn't answer. You have no idea how much that haunts me. That she felt even for a moment that we abandoned her. Kills me. It kills me. You see my eyes getting red. I don't like it. I hated it. I hate it. My neighbors would say, your cat was waiting for you. What do you mean she was waiting for me? She called for you. After a couple hours, she left. A couple of hours? Devastated. Devastated. Okay? And, so, when I was able to bring her inside, I quickly found out she does not like being inside. She not only did not like being inside, so it took about 2 weeks of getting her in there because what would happen is she would fucking ram the door with her face. She would jump and slam her head into the glass. And she would try to climb the walls because she was truly a semi-feral. She did not know. She did not understand what walls meant. And she was terrified of them. It wasn't until I got her sequestered into my bedroom with ample amounts of food and a litter, like 2 weeks in when it got really, really cold. And she was just like, and one day we tried to let her out and she just didn't want to. She was done. And from then on, I've called Daisy my Carolina kitty. And look, this is just from me scratching my own self. Look at that little red mark going on there. Emotional damage. Exactly. When I tell you guys. And Daisy has been nothing but perfect until Nova died. I'm not joking. No, I lie. Technically Zorro, because she started following Nova's example. Daisy was my perfect cat. Never. She never got in fights. She would get other animals that would fight her. So like Aria and her, oh, they did not get along. Daisy would be sitting there doing nothing and Aria would launch at her. Okay? Axel bullies her. The boys bully her. Daisy loves, see this little bitch right here? She got spoiled by Daisy. You know who else got spoiled by Daisy? Nova. Absolutely spoiled. She loved them. Greta would land on Daisy because when we first got Greta, Daisy was the first cat to be nice to her. Because don't forget, I didn't have a lot of cats then. All I had Zorro, Aria, Nova, and Daisy. That's all I had for cats when I got, oh, I'm sorry, and Penny. The fuck? And Penny. Okay, so when I got Greta, I didn't have a lot of animals. in comparison. Okay? In comparison. Daisy would go up to Greta, play with her, and then as Greta got older, she didn't understand that she outweighed Daisy by because Daisy weighs like 7 pounds. And Greta would just land on poor Daisy. And when she'd land on her, you'd hear this, just this escape of air from poor Daisy. Just this like, but my entire time owning Daisy, she has been nothing but a treasure. When Starman used to work overnight, Daisy would sleep on his spot and watch me sleep. She has been nothing but a treasure. And so that's why it was a little upsetting in the last 2 years, because when Zorro died, she was very bonded to Zorro. Oh, she loved Zorro. She loved Bob. She loved Zorro. When Bob died, Zorro and Daisy absolutely changed. They used to roughhouse and play all the time. They stopped after that. They did not roughhouse and play anymore. That broke my heart. The 4 of us, when Bob died, it was a really sad time. She became much happier with Nova, but she never roughhoused again. She didn't like to play anymore. Zorro did sometimes with some of the boys and with me, but he never did with like most of the cats. So when Zorro died, Daisy and Nova both became much more food oriented, and they would get up on the counter a lot. And Daisy, since Nova died, has become so food motivated. It's astounding. Super food motivated and very disobedient about getting up on the counter. Mind you, again, she's got to be 15 years old, between 14 and 15 years old. And this bitch is jumping up on counters. She's jumping up on high places. It's ridiculous. But I will say this. Daisy, it looks phenomenal for all of them do. I wonder if Arya will come to call. Arya! Arya! It's Orion coming, not Arya. Orion, I didn't call you. Oh, is she sleeping? She's laying on the tea chair? Oh, the blue one? Is she looking towards me? She's ignoring me? I'll leave her be then. Besides, we're gonna stop the stream soon. But yeah. I told you I've really got to sit down and film these videos. Daisy is a golden girl. Absolutely. My 3 golden children in the household. No word of a lie. My most obedient children who have been good and do nearly nothing wrong. Daisy, Greta, and Umi. They're fantastic. They haven't caused any damage on us. They're non-aggressive. They try not to cause any problems. They're sweet. And it's like, Greta. Greta. It's going to be Orion that gets here first. And Axel, why you? Hello, boys. Greta, come here, baby. Don't let them bully you. Come through, Greta. Hop up. Yeah, don't let them bully you, beautiful girl. Were they gonna make you have to sit on the sidelines? You see how Axel shows up when he hears the dogs get called? Baby, did you give them their hoofs? Oh, can you give them their hoofs? Did you guys want hooves? Greta? Hey. Do you want... Watch her face. That little... Whenever she gets excited, she gets a snaggle. Greta, do you want a chew treat? No, you can't go yet. Did you... Do you want a chew treat? Yeah? You want a chew treat? Are you ready? Are you ready? Go! Hello, Laura. The babies are hungry. All right, so Laura, I don't know where she commented before. I only saw the who are we talking about. Was there other comments? I'm getting messages. It is almost 8 o'clock. Great. Just great. I'm not even working there and I'm still helping out with shit. Soda machine's not working. I've got to put in an order with the soda company. Beautiful doggos, I know. I will say this. The hooves have done fantastic for the dog's teeth. Greta and Orion had some plaque buildup back here. Oh, it's practically gone thanks to those hooves. It's great. It is great. I just need to get a lot more chew treats for them. I really, really do. Because it's going to be so good for them. What? Oh, that's a good idea. Is it big enough to have for dinner for both of us? Make both just in case. But make sure there's nothing in the oven. So my intention this week is to get some frozen pizzas made, by the way, guys. I didn't end up making the bread like I wanted to. I feel stupid about it. But I'm so intimidated. I'm afraid I'm going to screw it up. I have everything I need. Mind you, guys, I have everything I need. I have the sugar. I have the flour. I have the yeast. I have the proper pans. I have the oil. I have the towels. I have the mixer. I have everything. I scared. I'm a little scared. I can't lie. I wanna. I need to. I'm scared. I want to make like 4 loaves of sandwich bread so then I can freeze them. I don't have the bags to wrap them. I do have to get the bags. But yeah. I want to. I scared. I know it's silly. But I am someone who I don't like screwing up the first time. I like being right the first time. So wish me luck. Because I made pizza bread once. If I can do it, you can. I know, I agree. Moon, I know that theoretically I can. And I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. That's a good motivator and I mean that. But then I got scared. I know I can make almost anything else, but it's the... And I've made dough. Guys, that's the worst thing. I've made dough before. But it's making bread. Don't worry about the bread. You never make the bread as bad as I did. What did you do? What did you do? Share your bread story before I go, Linda. I have to leave. You sound like my students who don't like screwing up. Genuinely, it stems from not wanting to waste. That is where it comes in. I don't like wasting stuff because I don't always have a lot of money and I'd have to get more ingredients to do it if I waste what I've got. So I want to get it right the first time so there's no issue. Did the yeast go crazy? Did it? And see, I wanted to use honey, but then everyone's like, oh, but you got to do all these different things to get the chemical makeup right. Well, then I guess I won't. I guess I won't do that then. I'm not going to use honey. I'll use real sugar. Because, see, I have that local honey that's not as good as the honey from my honey dealer. So I was making Kaiser rolls so dense you could have knocked somebody out with them. But that means they'll make great breadcrumbs. They love wasting art supplies. Now I know they're retarded. How dare. Well, here's what I will tell you guys. The video coming up is going to be as elaborate as the last two. The video this week is going to be what happened? Why wasn't I here? And again, I really need you guys, if you haven't already, please, please, please go interact with the last 2 videos that I've posted, both of the J-Bay ones. It will really help me out. Weapon equipped bread. It's weapon-based pastry. Weapon-based baked goods. Here's what I will ask you guys. Please, 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 if you haven't already, everyone here in chat, go comment on all of my live streams, my recent videos, like, share, all of that good stuff. They were so bad. God bless my husband for eating them. Aww. Yes, Laura, she is, and she regrets it. But I'm asking you that favor. The more that you guys share and interact with it, the higher the chance for the algorithm. Let folks know about it. Maybe if you have Facebook, share the link on there. Encourage your family and friends to look at it. I don't even care if I get hate on it, because you know what? Algorithm is algorithm. And so whatever works. But other than that, I will be getting that video out. I'm hoping this week I can finally get on track to release the schedule the way I want it. My intention is the video will be releasing at 11 o'clock on Thursday, and then at noon I will be live streaming. That is the plan. That is going to be the weekly plan. We'll see how well that goes. Now, we obviously know that next week is Thanksgiving, so more than likely I will not be doing it, but I am going to try. I'm going to see if everything works. I am going to try, keyword try, to live stream my meal prepping next Tuesday for Thanksgiving. Now, the reason why I say this is, guys, I think this is my 4th year on YouTube as a YouTuber. It's my rage bait girl. Girls. Yes. Do whatever you got to do. Anything I like, you do for me. Thank you. Here's what I will tell you. Like, comment. You can even just do an emoji. But interacting with them, Rachel's been doing that. Thank you, Rachel. Interacting with them is what helps out the algorithm, because I have now gone below 900. Yes, meal prep. I'm planning on doing some meal prep for Starman, for myself, and for Thanksgiving. So if you guys wish to see that, it'll be between a 3 and 4 hour stream. But in order for that to happen, I need to see numbers. Just because I need to get that stuff up. I'm already getting now fast towards below 800 on my followers. Every time I post anything now, YouTube yanks more followers from me. So also interact with my Sunday posts. Anything I post. And there's a community tab, by the way, guys. I don't know if you realize this. Hold on. Let me go to my channel, see. Hold on. I know there's a way that community can post on there, because it gives me the opportunity to. But if you go to my posts, I believe you can post as a community member. Let me see. I'm going to try something really quick. I'm going to go to any random... We're going to go to any random YouTuber. So let's try with someone that I give a membership to. Let's go to Caleb Hammer. Let's go to membership. Because I see these community posts. And I see them like the community can post to it. But now I'm not seeing it. I'm very confused. When I'm on my phone, I see it. Oh, right here. All right, so it says visit community. Please free to share and connect with. All right, hold on. Let me go back to my channel and see this, because I want to see if it's true. Oh, okay, so that's where it is. Hold on, let me share the screen so you guys can see it. Because I found out about this, and I know that you guys like to post just like in the Discord. So see right here, when you go on anyone's YouTube, Hunty! We're liking that. So This helps YouTube know that my community is active. So I don't know why it only shows the last post being about my dad. Is this the first one in a bit? I haven't seen your videos recently. Could be the algorithm powers that be. See? Queen is exactly proving my point right now. So Queen, I am actually getting ready to turn off the stream for the day. I've been streaming since 4:30. But no, this is not my first stream in a while. This is actually like one out of many that I've done in the last few weeks. And I've posted 2 new videos. But welcome. Hello. So this is like, instead of me asking for money, this is what I'm asking you guys to do. Now, I will say to my people that are channel members, highly encourage it. My goal right now is to get 800 members. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. 800 $1 members makes a big difference. If I can get that, then I can start really amping things up. I'm trying to get a lot built up here, but this is the community posts. See, this is weird. It's very out of whack. Okay. This is my most recent Sunday post. Then there's the Greta one. There's a Penny one from 4 weeks ago. There's the Adesha one from 3 weeks ago. The Umi one from 2 weeks ago. Bruh, 2 years ago. So weird. Hi, Mom. Refresh. Honey, we already saw it. Hunty, we already saw it, baby. You want me to refresh the page again? Refreshing. Alien mod best woo-woo. Oh, my God. But, yes, I highly encourage you guys. So we go to the newest. All right, so that's what it is. It goes by the same way. By the way, guys, if you're ever on stream, these are the 2 options. Never go by top. Go by newest, because you'll miss stuff. But yes, so please, I highly encourage you guys. Please go to... Shoot, dang girl, I'm subscribed and haven't seen anything. Really? Well, Queen, I will tell you, on the plus side, I literally have like 6 streams for you to log into right now and watch and listen to. Please tell me you call them fur babies. I just got to know, they are not just my fur babies. They are my children. They are my darlings. They are my assholes. They go by every name. But I do have a lot of them. Like, right now, Hunty, it was either Hunty or Linda. Someone suggested I should put a list up over there in the corner. Right over there. An incident report. And I want to do the order. Where we go, this many days since last incident. Which would be gone. And that I should start posting, instead of a Sunday affirmation, I should post a Sunday criminal count of who's been bad this week. Which is going to be a lot easier for me to come up with, because there's so many bad babies. They are all so bad. Axel today. And Sinbad today, bullied. Because they're assholes. But yeah, you've got 2 videos. One of them being an hour long. The other one being, I think it's 30 minutes long. So you have got plenty of content to catch up on, Queen. You've got so much content to catch up on. It's the best. Dark Helmet, I'm surrounded by assholes. It's true. That was me. I suggested that. It was you. See, Kino. It was Kino. I'm going to go work my way through your past streams and suit. I am... Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Wanted posters. I might start making wanted posters for shirts. I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see what people like, what people don't like. I can tell you right now, you all seem to really like Athena. All of you have been asking for Athena today. And Penny. Oh, your assholes. Are they assholes to you? No, they're just assholes, plain and simple. But they're my assholes. So that's why I love them. My bad. Soothe my nerves while I help a kiddo through it. Ooh, teething. Oh, that sucks. Don't forget the good girl, bad girl as well for positivity, right? Well, right now, what I've got to work through is that series that you guys wanted me to do of the history of all the animals, how I got them, this, that, and the other. I've got to get through that first. That's going to take a while. Just, you know you're not. What you are, ma'am, is someone who's too nice to me. But I love you. Thank you. But yes, so this week, guys, you're going to get an update video from me. Please, 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 interact with the channel as much as possible. Get the algorithm going on it. Talk to each other the same way all of my Discord babies do. I need my starlings to please go and do the same over in, whatchamacallit, over on Facebook, God almighty, over on YouTube. Help me out. Get the thing going. Please and thank you. Because, like, I don't know if I should call the memberships the Galaxy. Like, join my I don't know. There's a whole lot of marketing that I have to do. There's a whole lot of marketing that I've got to do. And I'm taking it bit by bit. I don't want to, like, just dump it all at once. I want to build it back up little bit by little bit. Right now, I'm averaging about 13 to 1,600 a video view. Something you won't like. I read a comment that said that people stop calling their pets. Yeah, I know. Does it count if we spam? Careful how you spam, but you should be okay. But sometimes YouTube will yank them because it sees it as a spam, as a bot. See, but I don't know if Constellation rolls off the tongue the way Galaxy does. We're gonna see. And yeah, I know. A lot of people don't like video of a guy living in the woods with his dog. If you are talking about Nate, that guy's a douche. The way he treated his cats was terrible. But I know who you're talking, if it's who I think it is. The way he treated his cats during a medical emergency was terrible. I stopped following him because of it. But here's what I will tell you, children. For now, join the space kennel. Yo. Join the cloud or galaxy? Who knows? We'll see. I've got to work on it. I got to spitball some ideas, bounce off with some of my more creative friends. Maybe I'll reach out to some of the larger YouTubers, see if they can give me an idea. But, alrighty, guys. But that is it for today because I need to go use a potty because that was my second cup of coffee and we all know what happens. And also, because I got to get my butt up from this chair. It may be more comfortable, but it's still sitting for 3+ hours. Thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you guys for the wonderful conversation. Thank you guys for all the ideas and the love and the support. Please, 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 please. Right now, I need your help more than ever. I will explain that, Laura, on Thursday's stream. So make sure you tune in. My aim is to be on noon to 3. Somebody that's going to be on Thursday's stream, remind me to talk about that Nate guy and what he did with his cats when they were sick and how it all went down. But either way, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for supporting me. Please, 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 please help me get my algorithmic hits up this week because I've been such a weak-ass streamer for the last 3 years, technically 2. You know, I have tanked myself, so now I have to go and get that back up. So also, I leave you with, remember to tell the people that are important to you that you love them and to be safe. So guys, I love you all. Be safe. God bless. Have a wonderful day. And I will see you all on Thursday. Bye, everyone.